You still gotta make it clap.
You gotta make what
You
clap?
gotta make it clap. I gotta make it clap.
You still gotta make it clap. Like, oh, fuck it.
Alright.
Yeah, I gotta meet my quota.
My contract says I gotta get 3 a week. Come on. What is up, you honorable homunculi? Welcome back to this episode of JB Podcast. I'm joined with the usual boys, Deven and Gabriel.
What's up? Welcome.
Welcome. I feel like I'm too far middle. Let me see what
It's been a minute since we've had the trio here.
It has
It's been
been.
like one episode.
It's been like 20 years, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Some light.
Something.
But yeah, real quick, in case you haven't noticed, we got a new poster.
Yeah, it's the poster I
We
want.
finally got rid of Jump Force.
Jump Force is gone.
Jump Force is gone.
I know you guys can all cry in the comments. I know you guys all love Jump Force, but he's gotta go.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
It was
Yeah,
this
that's
time.
coming.
It was fun while it lasted. But I mean, like, you know, like all good things in life, you know, change is good, right? Change is not a bad thing.
Of course.
You know, it's time for change.
And I like this poster. It's cool. I didn't even notice, but Goku's there.
King Goku.
Goku's my boy.
Little
I like
Goku.
it. I like the the Japanese feel. It looks like a shrine.
Yeah.
Probably what it is.
Yeah, I thought you would like it. I got it at a mall. There's this little pop-up shop. Well, not a pop-up shop. I guess it's a store now, and they have like all these cool posters. So I wanted to buy a couple more and just make like a little wall.
Little wall.
Yeah.
So that way we don't just have like a line of posters like we do right now.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
yeah.
Eventually, it'll be different, but it is just how it is right now.
Yeah.
You know, Muhammad Ali came back too. You remember him from like one episode ago or something.
Probably, yeah.
He
So
was there
something
once.
time.
Devin told me he was there before.
It was funny though. We realized that when we were hanging out these posters, this Chainsaw Man poster is so fucking like crooked. Like, look
Yeah.
at it. It is like so bad. Because like when you're standing here, it doesn't look that bad, but on camera, it gets like really bad. It's like super crooked.
Yeah.
But I mean, live and let learn.
Yeah. Is what it is. But this is the episode you guys have been waiting for. At least one of you guys have been waiting for a while.
Keep
You
asking
got a little
about it.
testy for it in the comments.
Where is it?
He's like, where the fuck is it?
I need it.
It's like, where is she?
Yes, it's the episode. Finally, we're gonna get into the results of the the battle royale not battle royale, the tournament we started a long time ago. For us, like over a month ago at this point. It's like we started this like November, I'm pretty sure. And so it's been so far for us. Things came up. We had to do Christmas stuff, and then we had artists come down and visit us. So just things came in the way. We couldn't do it when we originally planned to do it.
Yeah.
I guess if everything worked out the way it was supposed to be, it would have came out like episode 68. But
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
The way things are,
That's
it
fine.
didn't work like that. No, it's fine. Maybe it's good. We're starting off the new decade of episodes, right? Like episode 70. Good way to start it off. Just
Start us strong.
Yeah, start strong.
Finish strong. Start strong. I mean.
But
Yeah.
before we get into that, we're gonna go through this another poll we've had we didn't get to go through yet was the TV show 3x3, which we also did quite a while ago as well. That was around Christmas time as well. So you know the candidates here. It's us three right here. All right, so let's just get into it. As I always do, I'll go from the bottom up. All right, last play. Our total votes, we have 31 votes. Do you
That's
have any
not bad.
guesses here? What we got?
I think I'm at the bottom.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think-
probably go like Deven, me, you,
I
maybe.
I think it's me, Gabe, Tyler.
Because I know it's a toss up between you and I.
As it always is.
Well, I think Deven had more like niche picks.
Yeah, they're like they're like homie picks.
Yeah, as I'm saying, like that's like, it defines you, but it's like they're more niche towards you.
Defines me.
That's right.
Defines way.
All right. Well, in third place, we actually have Tyler here in last place with 9
Okay.
votes.
Okay.
Second place is Deven though
Okay.
with 10 votes, and then first place is me. So I get my win again. I've got a few.
Wait,
I got a
you
few of the
don't-
You got
choices.
11 votes.
So it's
12.
mine.
Oh, 12. You said,
You had
oh,
10,
so you
I had 12.
9. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was a pretty close.
I got to
That's
add it to
pretty
my
close
trophy
race.
case of all my
Yeah.
wins, so it's cool, I
Yeah.
guess.
I like how close our polls always are. It's never like in a landslide. It's like it's
Yeah.
always
Nah,
like 1 or 2.
never has been.
Well,
I
hopefully.
would say never has been, but like usually 1 and 2 are pretty close. Like
Yeah.
always, Eduardo had those
He had
landslides.
the, he had
Oh my God,
the.
But, like-
Eduardo's a part of it. Yeah, it's a landslide.
When it was like me and Devin competing, we were pretty close.
Yeah.
And then Tyler joined the mix, and it's like a 3-man race a lot of the times. Jose came in the cartoon 3x3. That one was close between all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once we get more votes,
Not the
though.
cartoon. What was the one he won? Gaming theory.
Yeah,
I was saying his
Yeah,
cartoon
yeah.
one was.
Yeah, no.
His cartoon one was kind of a landslide, yeah, on his end. But I mean, I think once we start getting more votes, then it'll start kind of like
Evening out and being more
wide. Like
Yeah.
you'll have like a 50-point margin or something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, when the votes are so small,
Yeah.
like comparatively, it's not that small. 30 is still quite a bit, I guess, but like
More than I
in the
thought
grand
we'd
scheme
have.
of things, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, 30 is not that big, so like, yeah, the margins are gonna be pretty small.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Another Gabe dub.
the Gabe dub classic.
Yeah.
Alright,
I am
well,
surprised that you got over me because I was like, I guess.
I am sort of surprised about that too, but then again, even though I had some like niche picks, I had some heavy hitters in there. Like
Yes.
Boy
Yeah,
Meets
The
World
Office.
and The Office.
Yeah.
Full House, Community,
Yeah.
The Boys,
Yeah.
right?
So I like,
Martin.
it was like I had like a pretty heavy set up here, and then like the other half was like
Yeah.
more of my niche picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd maybe say me and Tyler might have had like similar demographics, so
Yeah.
that's why
I-
Tyler
I
might have
would
not
agree.
gotten many votes.
Yeah.
Votes.
Voids. Yeah.
Because Tyler had Sweet Life is like Cody. I had Everybody Hates Chris and Drake and Josh. Like
Yeah.
Wizard Wavy Place. It's like we both had the kids show demographic.
Mhm.
We both had Better Call Saul. He had SNL. I had the Chappelle Show. Like we were hitting
Yeah.
similar. We were hitting similar demographics, but I guess mine were just better picks in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
All right.
Not mad about it. I mean,
No, it is what
it is what it is.
Never.
Yeah.
Nothing to be mad about. It's not a big
No.
deal. It's just a competition.
Yeah,
Competition.
It's friendly,
Yeah, friendly competition.
Yeah, friendly.
All right, let's get into the actual meat, the stuff you guys are interested in, the stuff we're interested in here too.
Mhm,
I mean, obviously we're interested in that too, but
No,
the main
I want
point
to get into
here.
meat and potatoes.
The meat and
Yeah.
potatoes.
That was
of
like
this
the
bad boy.
appetizer.
Yeah.
That was your
So-
skillet queso.
We got what is it 16 matchups here? Because it's a 32-man bracket, right?
So yeah.
So we got
16
Six-
matches, yeah.
yeah
16
16 matches to go through here.
Woo, let's get it.
All right, first things first. We're kind of repeating ourselves here again, but it's fine. We're gonna go over it again because it's whatever.
Yeah.
So
Just
first
to
round,
reiterate,
just to reiterate.
Jowp X versus Santiago Ezra.
What was it? Like, how many
Jowp X
votes?
Gabe. I mean. Oh, how many votes total?
Yeah.
26.
26. Okay, not bad.
That's a little light, but yeah.
All right, so what do we got? We have Jowp X Gabe versus Santiago Ezra. This should be like a wash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
should
still
be,
a Jowp
yeah.
X
Yeah.
man, so yeah.
I'd be surprised if Santiago gets any votes here.
Santiago.
And no, 100% to 0.
Yeah, Jowp X
No
Gabe.
votes for Santiago.
Yeah. That was a wash. I mean, that was like one of our few washes.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know who Santiago is. Is that Xenon's character? No, he's Asmodeus.
Yeah, that's Eduardo's character.
That's like
Eduardo,
his
yeah.
He's just a
This
bomb
bomb
man.
man, yeah.
He's a bomb man.
Yeah, get wrecked, I guess. Oops, I actually went back. All right. Next one, the bald green men, Guldo Deven versus Martian Manhunter Gabe.
Saying, man, hit you with the world. What you doing? You're not doing anything.
The problem is, what are you doing to him? You stop time. What are you
Hey,
doing to him?
Don't worry about that. I got something
you
cooking.
be like, the
Hold
world.
up, let him cook.
Let me cook.
You suck him off like mid battle, make him come.
Let me something.
All right, I think this is also gonna be like a pretty good wash as well.
I mean, it should be. I think
Yeah,
Martian
should
Manhunter
be.
should body this one.
But will it?
But will it is the question. We'll see. Right. We've got. Wow, it's actually pretty close. That
It's pretty
Martian-
close. It's pretty close.
But Martian Manhunter Gabe does take
I
it.
get
But
it.
it was a 57% to 42.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's pretty close.
Guldo Deven has some votes in there. So it's 15 for Martian Manhunter and 11 for Deven.
Man.
You almost pulled it out.
I almost did. I kept telling you, Brian.
I guess they were just sitting like, what is he doing against stop time? What is he doing?
No one.
The stop time has to be carrying there because
Yo, no, it is.
there's no other
It's carrying his
argument.
character looking.
That's
Yeah.
all he has. Yeah.
All right. Next one, we've got Batman Gabe versus Deathstroke Deven. Actual cool matchup here.
That's that's a
Classic
close one.
DC
That'd be like
matchup.
a very cool visual. Just see like the hand-to-hand combat.
Just the hand-to-hand, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Give me the
that's a
Naruto
good
animators on this fight.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
I think we already said this. We think Batman Gabe's winning
Batman,
this one,
yeah.
right?
Mm.
I can see this one being a close one though, for
Yeah,
sure.
this could be a toss-up for sure.
And no, it's not really close. Batman Gabe kind of washes here.
Oh my god, dude.
I
22 of the vote, 84%.
We did talk about like that in that universe. They're so paranoid. Like we'll like exchange hands for like 2 seconds, and you're like, all right, push a button, and then like a fucking like death beam will come upon me.
Oh my, Lex Luthor from like Injustice. I'm like,
I'm like, ah!
all right.
Your skull. You're like,
I'm like, ah!
I didn't expect that one to be such a wash. I thought at least,
That was like one of the 50-50s I had.
Yeah, I was
could
like,
see it.
it wasn't
could be
50-50.
blown away.
Deathstroke is strong.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
strong. It wasn't 50-50 on my end, just because like how you made your character, but yeah.
All right. Next we have a Coco Stark Eddy versus Professor X Gabe here.
Yeah, I mean, this one, my heart wants to say it'll be a wash for Professor X Gabe, but then it's like we kind of talked about it. Like Coco Stark Eddie's kind of him.
Yeah, he's
Could
kinda
be him.
He's kind of him.
I don't think it'll be a wash, but I do think
I think
I'm leaning towards
I think
Professor X.
Yeah, Professor X will win that one.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it's mind control will snap your neck or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Die.
Unless they interpret like, oh yeah, he has a chocolate helmet that resists psychic abilities.
I think we talked about that. It's
Yeah,
like, could
so
he
it's
do
like-
that?
Could he do that? Who knows?
And he made an arc reactor out of chocolate, so I
Yeah.
mean, like he's
It's not unbelievable.
it's not unbelievable for him to do something like that.
True.
Let's see what we got though. Is this one close? It is.
Ooh, that is
56 to 44, and Professor X Gabe does edge it out with 56% of the votes, 14. So it was a close one.
Yeah.
Some people were going for Coco Stark Eddy, but he couldn't quite pull it out.
Yeah,
Oh, next one.
that kind of makes sense though.
Yeah. Blue Dark Finn versus Disease God Disciple Deven. This one should be a
It's not a
wash.
wash. Deven
Blue
got-
Dark Finn shouldn't even be doing anything.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, he's in a suplex you. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
You're gonna give him like syphilis in his mouth.
And he's like, too bad I already have it. Armor.
Yeah.
He knows that. Stop me.
I guess he's being another 0 vote one.
Yeah.
I was born in it.
I was bored in it.
No, I mean, Blue Dark Finn got some votes. He didn't
Yeah,
win.
he did. No, he didn't, but-
he got some votes. 30%, 8 votes.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So some people were showing up for Blue Dark Finn. No, he's
He's
kinda
a
him.
fan favorite. Like if you see Jose play that character, he's a pretty funny character.
He is a fan favorite, yeah.
All right. So the D&D fans showed up and they were like, "Yeah,
They did.
he's winning that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next matchup, we have Probability Eduardo versus Boy Meets World Jose. This one should be a wash.
Another wash.
Come
It
on,
should
guys.
be a wash. This is like my
Boy
most
Meets World. I get
potential-
it's a funny concept, but he should not be winning this.
Funny.
He
Yeah.
should not win this. This should be a
This
wash.
better not break that bracket. I'm gonna be so mad.
It might. might go all the way.
No, it's a wash.
Okay.
Probability Eduardo bodies him. Boy Meets World Jose did get 4 votes though. There's like 4 people were like, he's got it.
Maybe a little cook.
Well, let him cook.
Let him
Yeah.
cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Next one. This was actually could be a close one here too because
Oh yeah,
like we talked about.
interpretation. Yeah.
Yeah, Chuuya Deven versus Face Skin Tyler.
Yeah, this is all interpretation. I still think I want to go Chuuya Deven just for the fact that he's like, I can create a black hole.
Yeah,
Just for
Chuuya
that
Deven
simple
could
fact.
be him.
It could
Chuuya
be
Deven was
him.
competing with Gojo Gabe in the episode. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
But I maybe cast face skin. I don't know.
yeah. All right, let's see. I can see this one being close though.
This one I can see like 50-50.
It is close a little bit, 61-38,
Yeah.
but Chuuya Deven does pull this one out
Okay.
with 61%, 16 votes. So it's pretty good. All right, next we have Alexander Vex versus Blood God Disciple Eduardo.
This one makes
This
a break
one-
that bracket.
Yeah,
We
This
said
is-
could have been close, but I think people voted before we even said like why it
Why
could have been
argument,
close.
yeah.
So who knows if they even thought the same way we thought? Because I didn't think about it until Tyler brought it up either. So
Yeah, I still want to go Blood God because I don't know if we have the D&D crowd yet that are like voting. We had a couple for like Jose,
mhm.
True.
but I don't think we have enough to like
Warren.
overstate that. And then plus like Blood God Eduardo, that's like a
He's
one of his best
staple.
variants. His best
Yeah,
variant. So it's
people-
like
people
people are
love
gonna
Blood
vote.
God.
People are gonna vote for the variants.
Yeah, they know a lot about it. It's a
Yeah. Personally, I do think Eduardo would win that regardless, but I just don't see a way that Vex would win this one.
Yeah. In my bracket, I think I have me going on, so this might make a bracket. But there's like a maybe. I circled like this. This
Yeah,
is a
it's a
maybe.
possibility. Yeah.
So you have Vex going on here.
I can't remember. I can't remember what I said in the episode.
Yeah.
No, we'll
It's been
see.
so long.
It's been so long.
Alright,
Yeah. I would have to
Let's-
look at my bracket.
Let's get down to it, and it is a wash.
That is a
here.
wash,
Blood
yeah.
God Disciple Eduardo destroyed him.
That's fine.
92% of the votes.
It's fine.
Alexander Vex did get 2 votes though. So
He did. He did.
It makes sense.
yeah.
Our D&D crowd ain't that big yet.
No. Eventually. Love you, death.
All right. Next one.
Why don't you
We've
just like
got-
duplicate the tab?
Yeah, that makes sense. I can do that.
Instead of like switching back and forth, just duplicate the tab.
Yeah. All right. Jowp Vex Jose versus Bucky Eduardo.
Jowp X Jose wash. That's
Yeah, I
that's
don't
a no
know.
diff.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
no
Jowp Vex
diff.
wash. All right.
That's a no diff. That should be a no diff
It
rather.
should be. And it is 100%. No
Yeah,
votes
I
for
mean,
Eduardo. makes sense.
I love to see it.
Yeah. So only 200% so far with Jowp
Jowp
both of
Gabe
them.
and Jowp Jose, yeah. It's because we talked about the matchups. Like that's just washes. There's no way that those would be good.
They don't have tough competition. They're not Gojo versus Doctor Strange. It's not a tough round one for them.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gojo,
Strange, it is the next matchup here. So this is the toughest one we always talk about.
This is the big make or break.
This is the big one for a lot of people probably.
Yeah.
I still have Gojo going on.
I still got Doctor Strange in my heart.
Still want to think Gojo goes on just because I think they're normies. I'm not gonna think that much about Doctor Strange.
They're gonna think about all the stuff that he can do. Yeah.
Well,
this is my big make or break one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I had another tab open.
Yeah.
All right, and it's not very close. Gojo Gabe kind of washed here.
Yeah, 75%.
73% of it.
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, they're not rocking with Doctor Strange like that.
I guess they're not.
So we thought it was close in our minds, but they were like, nah, it's not close. Doctor Strange is not him.
Because they must be thinking of like MCU with Doctor Strange most likely. They're not thinking about like what he is for comics. Yeah, because like MCU is not really that strong.
I can see that. If that's the case, then I'm scared about what Superman Tyler will be like.
Yeah, because they only know like this probably movies.
No, but people know that Superman's.
People know.
Oh yeah, people know Superman is strong though. They know it's like the random feats, like the the infinite pages and all that stuff. Like they probably know random things like that. Yeah, so it's like they might know that and they won't think to scale it down.
We'll see.
It's a possibility.
Well, yeah. Speaking of Superman Tyler, we have Tony Stark Eduardo versus Superman Tyler. This one should be 100%.
That's a wash.
I don't think Eduardo should get a single vote here.
No, if he does, it's him.
Yeah.
It's Eduardo.
And he does get 2 votes actually.
Yep, it's Eduardo and Angie.
Yep.
It's Eduardo and Angie.
The Eddy can log in real quick.
I want to work winning this one. Come on. Yeah, but 92% Superman Tyler got this one. He had such an easy first round matchup.
Yeah.
For someone of his stature, for that to be his first round matchup is insane.
Yeah. That makes me curious about what the next round would be then.
All right,
there's like later
one.
rounds.
We've got Throat Goat Jose versus the Pleasure God Disciple Gabe. Who's giving the best pleasure?
Gotta be Pleasure God, bro. He's the pleasure.
Well, I'm not the Pleasure God. I'm a disciple of the Pleasure Gods, so I haven't quite reached that stage yet.
I don't know, man.
But he is the Throat Goat.
But Jose's the Throat Goat.
He's not the Throat Goat
You saw what he did.
disciple.
You saw what he did to like the candy cane.
Trust me, I lived it.
Like I'm just saying, like what Jose did to the candy cane. I don't think Pleasure God Disciple Gabe can do that. Because like yours is.
I think you're right.
Because like yours is pleasure based. His is just like, and it's just there.
But one might question, like, because he's doing it so quickly, are you gonna feel it? For all you know, it just
maybe it's not pleasure. Maybe it's just
pleasure.
It's just his power. I don't know. That's a good point. But
Maybe,
that's not what it is about. It's about. It's about hands.
I think.
Yeah,
Give Throat Goat Jose like 1 year training arc. He's sucking you dry, like straight up. Like he's like sucking like the actual soul out of it.
Yeah, like he's like usually like a Go-Go packet. He'd be like,
he's like. You're gonna be like the Capri Sun commercials.
you're like,
like shriveling up.
Yeah, you're like.
Well, good thing we're not talking about throating here for this. This is just this is a fight with fisticuffs here.
Fisticuffs.
Yeah. So I think we all said Pleasure God Disciple should win this.
Yeah, he should.
It was a funny concept.
It's a funny thing.
The pleasure off who would win.
It's the pleasure off. It's like a 69 battle. It's just whoever's got more constitution, whoever can last longer is him.
But it's a wash. Pleasure God Gabe.
Yeah.
Pleasure God Disciple Gabe wins 96%. Throat Goat only got 1 vote. So makes sense. They didn't interpret it the way we interpreted it.
Yeah.
They were boring about it. They were like, raw dog, Gabe got this.
Raw. That's hilarious.
All right. Next one up. Rogue Deven versus Edpa Loompa.
Edpa Loompa, who...
I mean, ever since we found out the Oompa Loompas are only like 300, we thought it was like thousands. It's
yeah,
only
if it was
300.
like thousands or tens of thousands,
Yeah.
I'd probably go Edpa Loompa.
But like, it's like 300. Rogue Deven should wash.
Rogue Deven
Not
should
like
wash.
wash.
No,
but
it
like,
should wash. It should wash.
300 is still a lot.
No, but they have
Tyler.
nothing that they can do to him. They're just smart.
Is it gonna be like when Madara touched down? I'm gonna start like killing.
you're not like that, bro. You're not.
Compared to the Oompa Loompas, yes, I am. What are they gonna do? I'm
create
stopping
stuff,
them.
bro.
I'm killing them.
They do have like the Oompa Loompa martial arts.
True.
Okay.
It's like Christian karate.
Yeah.
You're like,
They're gonna be like,
Yeah, they're be throwing hand. I'm like, oh, you want to dance with me, huh?
like, you're gonna be weak, and they're gonna be like, you're like. No, but I still think Rogue Deven washes this one.
For sure. Pretty much a wash. 88% of the votes go to Rogue Deven here. Loompa got 3 votes though. So
Yeah, I think
It's a funny concept.
his mom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a funny concept though. All right, next one. This one could also be close here. Spider-Man
Oh,
Tyler
yeah.
versus Gambit Eduardo here.
I still gotta go Spider-Man Tyler.
Yeah, I guess
Gotta go Spider-Man Tyler. Spider-Man's just like
Yeah,
kind of
he's kinda him, yeah.
He's kind of him. Like, how do you really beat Spider-Man with no? I mean, Gambit has powers, sure, but like, is he competing?
You also have to understand it's Eduardo, so he's gonna be like explosion, and I like dodge. He's like, what? What? How
do I stop this?
I'm in him with a web. He's like, it's so sticky. I can't.
All right. Dead 50-50 split. Right down the middle, 50-50 split here.
We talked about it. Like,
What do we do with this? What do we do here?
I think leave it to the comments.
How do we decide
No, like
who wins here?
legit. Just put who you think wins in the comments, and we'll just tally the comments, and that's the winner.
I mean, not enough people.
That's the only. But that's the thing, though, is like that's the only way it's fair. Like we can flip a coin, I guess, but I mean, like, leave it to the audience to comment on it.
That is interesting. A dead 50-50
That's a
split?
dead 50-50.
Either that or I will say we could decide right here since there is 3 of us. But
Yeah, but I don't know.
We
already
could say we're biased.
Well, because
but,
like the whole point of this is to let them
let you guys
decide,
decide.
let you guys
Yeah.
decide what like who you think that you should win. So I think it's only fair, like give it like 1 week, right?
or we could do another straw poll, because since this happened, it wasn't that long ago, but it was a month ago. We've gotten a few more subscribers. Even the TV show 3x3 had more results than this one, so maybe more people will vote, and we can get an actual
Just straw poll
answer.
this
yeah, we'll just straw
Straw poll
poll
this one.
That's fine.
Yeah,
But it's
so-
funny, like, to think about. I mean, Gambit, like, I know we're downplaying Gambit a lot, but Gambit, he is him. Like,
Yeah, he
Gambit,
is.
He is, and he has a pretty creative ability too, being able to like store connected.
But
and
against
stuff.
Spider-Man,
Yes, against Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but we talked about it. Eduardo got that luck. Gambit got that luck.
It stacked. So
Stacks.
yeah.
I don't know.
That
Let's
is-
leave it to the straw poll.
Very interesting. If anything was gonna 50-50 split, I didn't think it'd be that one.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't know people were with Gambit.
I figured
like
like Gojo and Doctor Strange at 50-50, if anything, because that was like
I
the
don't
big
know
one.
that
In my opinion, I feel like
I
it
guess
could've-
more people. I was thinking like Deathstroke versus Batman could have.
Yeah, that could have 50
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a more grounded battle. Gambit, he's a pretty cool character.
I'm just surprised people know about Gambit, because he's not in any movies. He's in the cartoons, of course, but like
Yeah, he's not a popular character, but he has like a
Yeah.
It's weird. He has a slight cult following. That like if you're an X-Men fan, you love
you
Gambit.
know Gambit.
Yeah, you love
Yeah.
Gambit.
Like Spider-Man though, he's Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man. Yeah.
He is Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's an interesting one though to me. Next one up, we have Batman Deven versus Ginyu Gabe here.
Yeah, should be wash.
Yeah.
Should be a wash.
Ginyu-
Ginyu
man.
Gabe, come on, bro. What
That's
what
a
is Batman
wash.
doing against a
He's a Dragon Ball character.
Watch me. Watch me.
Watch you what? Let him
Let him
cook.
cook.
Yeah,
Let him cook.
let
Let
him
him
cook.
cook.
You're gonna stop time. I'm like, I prepared.
Don't
for
stop
this.
time. I'm Ginyu.
Oh, you're getting you. Like change now. I'm like,
He doesn't need to change
frog.
now. He doesn't need to change now. He just punches you.
I don't need. Yeah, I'm stronger than you.
Just tell me who wins.
Batman Deven did win this one.
Alright.
57% of the votes.
Hear me
It's
out.
pretty close though.
Hear me out. Something that y'all don't know, right? Gabe is very like self-conscious about himself, right? And Batman would deduce that. I'm gonna start berating you. I'm gonna start doing all these things, trying to coerce you to think I'm just a better person.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
It
'cause
doesn't.
Are you just
Ginyu-
treating me like how Ginyu was, how like Vegeta treated Ginyu?
Yeah, bro, you're gonna want my life. I am Bruce. I'm Dev. I'm rich.
He doesn't
I got
give a fuck
bitches.
about
I got
you.
It's
bitches.
about winning the fight. It's not
care
I
about
about
am
you.
gonna win the fight because what you're gonna do is you're like, oh fuck, I look, you want your life now. Fuck,
No,
fuck
no,
this
he
fight. No,
doesn't.
yes he does.
No, he
Fuck this
doesn't.
fight. I'm gonna change bodies with you.
Dude, he's
and
an
now I'm
alien.
getting
No,
you.
no,
and not only am I getting you, I'm Batman. So I'm like, let's go. And you're dead. You're dying.
You have to understand. He's an alien. Why the fuck would he care about humans?
Well-
he doesn't give a shit about humans.
I mean,
No, he's an alien. He doesn't
no.
give a shit about
But
humans.
it's not only an alien, it's Gabe.
Okay.
And y'all know in the comments, Gabe, look at this guy. He holds he holds on to every dub he gets. Why? Because he's self-conscious about himself.
It doesn't
I don't know
matter.
about that.
Devin, you would punch him once.
I'm not punching him. I am psychologically putting
Devin,
damage on
the
this
thing
man.
is, the thing is, how would you know to instantly just start berating
I am
him?
the world's greatest detective. I
You
think
know,
I
just
got it.
instantly berate so he's gonna walk in and be like, "Yeah, you're a bitch." He's like, "Chase
It's a lot more.
From just speed blitzing you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Devin,
It's
all
a
you
lot-
have to do is breathe on you and you
It's
die.
a lot more complex flexing that.
No, it's
Just
not.
'cause y'all can't comprehend and they
No,
can.
no,
That doesn't
no,
matter.
no.
What was like the vote ratio though?
57 to 42. It's
That's
pretty
hilarious.
close.
That just doesn't make sense.
11 to 15.
No, that broke my bracket.
You have this whole argument.
Yeah, it broke my bracket. I'm actually looking back because I didn't break my bracket.
That just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't like break my bracket because I didn't get you going far, but like I had him winning here.
Yeah, but like it breaks in the sense of, like I don't have Batman going at all.
So now like Batman changed because what if the comments suck off Batman here?
Because like, does that mean he's fighting whoever wins between the Spiderman and Gambit?
No, I think he fights the Oompa Loompa one.
Okay, that doesn't really break my bracket.
No, he
No, he'll fight.
He does fight Spider-Man. What is that?
He's keeping track of like.
Oh,
who wins.
yeah.
Let me see. I'll go.
Yeah,
to
look at the bracket.
here.
Because I want to see how like devastated this is to my bracket.
He versus the winner of the next one we're about to go
Okay,
to.
okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
All right. Let's get
y'all-
into
That just
the
doesn't
next
make
one.
sense. No. That doesn't, Devin. It just
Y'all
doesn't make
looked out
sense.
for me. Y'all know what I'm.
So you're
capable
telling me
of.
like you berate him, he wouldn't punch you at least.
I'm
once.
not just berating. I'm doing. Some
Okay, you're trying to
I'm coercing
like
him.
okay, you're trying to like get him to change places because you just know that he does
Well,
that.
Ginyu's ability.
And then-
Ginyu's ability is tied to like how self-conscious he is about himself.
but that's
Like,
Ginyu.
Yeah,
Gabe could just be like, all
and
right.
Gabe is somewhat similar to
Like,
Gabe.
I feel like
He's
Gabe
a
would-
loser.
Gabe-
Look at him.
I feel like Gabe
He's
would
wearing
have-
a shirt that says King on it. Like
No.
he's so pride. His pride is tied to like how much he knows that he's just a little.
Like let me just say this. Let me just say
Nothing.
this. Let me just say this. Why would he not just try to punch you once?
I don't know.
What's stopping him from just trying to punch you one time?
I'll just convince
Because
him
like if he
not to.
punched you one time and you didn't flinch, it's like okay, I'm gonna change places with this guy. But like if Ginyu knows that he is stronger than someone, he's not gonna be like change.
But why
He's
is he
gonna-
bloodless? Why is he just straight up speed blitzing me?
Because me.
It's a fight
I
to
want
the
to
death,
win.
but
I'm
also, like,
competitive.
You want to win, but you also want to be someone else.
Think about
No,
like
I don't.
You
No,
want
no,
him.
no.
You want my life, dude.
No, like,
I
but-
don't. I don't
You
want
do.
your
You
life.
want the fame. You want the bitches.
No,
First of all, in this scenario, this Batman Deven ain't like he ain't chilling, bro. You're part of the Illuminati. You have a whole job. Your job is
Exactly.
boring. I don't want to be part of the Illuminati.
But you don't know that though.
I guess, but I don't know you're a billionaire playboy.
Why do
either.
you
That's what
know
I'm
that he's
Why am I just
self-conscious?
taking your word for it?
Well, Devin, you have to understand. Like,
Knowing me, Devin, why would I just take someone's word for something? Why would I just take your word for it? I mean, you're probably not lying to me.
all I'm saying is like I get you're like the world's greatest detective and whatever, but like why would you instantly go in? You don't try to throw anything at him. You don't throw punches. You don't try to fight. You're just like,
Well, I think
yeah,
the-
I'm just a billionaire playboy, and you're just a bitch. Like, why is that the first thing that you do?
Well, I think we talked
That
about
doesn't
it
make
though,
sense.
because like when
No, we talked about it. We said it was a wash.
Wait,
I think we said it was a wash because he's a Dragon Ball character. He's speed
it's my
blitzes.
turn. My turn.
Oh, no. Don't do that. It's been your turn for 5 minutes. Y'all know I've been trying to talk for 5 minutes, and he's just over here like, no, let me talk. It's like you have nothing to say because there's nothing stopping him from even trying to fight back on you. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like example. Think about the Ginyu and Goku fight. The only reason why Ginyu would want to change places with Goku is because
he's stronger.
Goku was putting up a fight. He's like, yeah, Goku's stronger. I'm gonna switch places with him.
Well, I think we talked about it, like the way this like the fighters work. Like they get like not like a detailed explanation of who their fighter is, but they like know like their powers and abilities. I think someone like Batman Dan will see like, I'm not fighting this man. I'm not fighting with hands. So why not try to get? I like he has the ability to change.
But also you
places
have to
with
take
one
into
another.
account.
So why?
Batman, you though.
Huh?
So
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
but excuse
yeah.
me. So like, he has the ability to change places with people. Why not try to make him trade places with me? I know that he's technically stronger than me. Why not?
How do you know that?
Because like the little paper. I see
No,
his
it doesn't
abilities.
say stats.
It
It
doesn't
is-
say stats, but like, I see his power. This nigga can fly, shoot key blast. I'm
Okay.
assuming Batman knows. Like, I'm not competing with that.
Batman still tried to fight Superman.
Yeah.
with
Superman.
prep time.
He tried. He didn't just say I'm outsmart him. Well, he did, but like,
No, you
he
did.
still tried to fight him.
All I'm saying is that this should be a complete wash.
But
It
it's
just
not.
doesn't make sense.
It's not though.
But it's not though. Devin has a point. It isn't. Though.
It's not. I just think it's a like the Batman syndrome where it's like Batman beats anybody. So it's like.
I hope
kind of
this tournament doesn't
philosophy.
come to Batman Game vs. Batman. Imagine the finals is Batman Game vs. Batman. Devin. Who's the best Batman?
Basically.
What were you gonna say though before Tyler? Good job.
I mean, it was about the list of like how they get the powers and stuff. That was all I was gonna talk about.
All right, the last matchup here of round one: Asmodeus Farid versus Jowp Eduardo. It should be
Wash.
Jowp Eduardo wash
Yeah,
here.
wash. Okay.
Asmodeus Farid has
So
no
it
chance.
didn't break my bracket then.
And yeah, 100%. No one
Yeah,
gave.
wash.
So yeah, Jowp completely swept. No one took a.
That's what we anticipated.
Yeah, we were like they're all
Yeah,
have
easy
easy
round.
first rounds, but second
Yeah.
round they're all like struggling. I think.
Jopex washed. We have the God
The God duo.
Hypotenuse.
Hypothetical.
the
The God hypothetical. Yeah, the God trio. They washed. Is what it is.
I keep saying we talked about it, but we have talked about like these first rounds are kind of like we kind of know who's gonna win. It's more the second, third rounds where this is like get really.
I don't know, man. I thought Ginyu was gonna watch that one. I didn't think any way that Batman.
I think there'd be one upset. I didn't know which one it would be.
I didn't think it'd be that one.
I was praying it wasn't like when toward Jose, but I thought there would be one upset.
Boy, we toward Jose.
Like it was like Bucky, Eduardo beat Jowp Jose, but it doesn't make sense. Whatever. But like this is like they're on two different levels.
Yeah.
Like two completely different levels.
I mean, we talked about it. Like Devin's prep time just goes crazy, and.
But prep time it was.
But the thing is,
no.
You made the statement. Everyone believes you.
No, but the thing is, like prep time in this is analogous to about 30 seconds reading a file. That's not.
Maybe that's all I need.
That's not complete. Like Batman with prep time goes crazy when he has like his lab, he has his technology, he has his gadgets. He can do things.
Recently, Batman came from space, crash landed, no prep time, he survived it. How you do that?
Okay, and Ginyu could destroy the planet. So I don't know.
Prep time was the crash.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. He formulated a plan while coming from space.
Okay, and Ginyu can destroy the planet that he's on.
One thing I'll say though is some of the Batman haters do act like he needs like weeks to prep. He doesn't. He can do it in like minutes. He's really smart.
I assume it would amount to about 30 seconds to a minute of like a file.
Maybe that's all he needs. I don't play devil's advocate. I want to get to win too, but like maybe that is all he needs. I don't know.
It just doesn't make sense.
You're also talking about a Batman who's on the Illuminati. It's not just some Joe Schmo Batman. This is Batman who's top tier.
Yeah, I'm on the same league of like Doctor Strange, Tyler. Like I'm on his council.
Gabe.
Yeah.
I just don't. I know that doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. It doesn't compute.
Yeah. That is interesting.
It is funny. Now we gotta fight. Now we gotta watch Batman and Deven fight like fucking Jowp.
So yeah, round 2's looking like Jowp Gabe versus Martian Manhunter Gabe. 2 Gabes. Yeah. Batman Gabe versus Professor X Gabe. 2 Gabes again.
Yeah, that's the 4.
Disease God Deven versus Probability Eduardo. Chuuya Deven versus Blood God Eduardo. Jowp Jose versus Gojo Gabe. Superman Tyler versus Pleasure God Gabe. Rogue Deven. Strawpole? Oh,
that's the Spiderman Gambit.
So Rogue Deven is gonna have to verse the winner of that one.
Yeah.
And then Batman Deven versus Jowp Eduardo.
I find it hilarious. It's a lot of Gabe versus Gabe, and then Gabe versus Tyler, and just me and Eduardo just duking it out.
The Deven and Eduardo is a rivalry.
It's a rivalry.
True. All of your matches are just Eduardo.
Me and Eduardo again.
I'm fighting myself.
You're mirror matching.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you're mirror matching, or you're fighting Tyler.
Yeah, I think the Rogue Deven one. If Spider-Man Tyler wins, I give that to Spider-Man Tyler, but
for the 2 Rogue.
Yeah, because we talked about that.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
I give it to Spider-Man Tyler, but if Eduardo wins that one, I'm giving that to Rogue.
I mean, the only one I lost was Ginyu Gabe then. So if Ginyu Gabe would have won, I would have like.
Well, we had you all advancing, like us.
Yeah, I guess we did. Yeah,
I think that's the only one that I lost for my bracket.
Well, not you. You had Doctor Strange beating Gojo Gabe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's just interesting. This is going to be round 2, man. Hopefully, Links, as you said, you had your arguments ready. So
yeah,
hopefully people follow suit. Like, who else we have in the comments? I don't know if Ali's into this like that, but if you are,
Ali, the feet twins.
The feet twins.
Yeah.
Anyone else who wants to comment? We haven't seen you before. Sure, go ahead. Yeah. You're listening on Spotify. I know. Come on.
Yeah. Listen.
Come to YouTube real quick and explain your picks if you made a pick.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't, and you're just now hearing about this, show up for the straw poll and see who wins between Gambit, Eduardo, and Spider-Man and Tyler.
Yeah, and then we'll have the next because I'm assuming this one was also kind of the poll for like round 2 starting.
Yeah, so what do we do here? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Since we're recording this, it's gonna be a spoiler a little bit for you guys, so you'll know, but it's fine. Because we want to get this ball rolling. We're already a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have on episode 69. There's gonna be a poll for who wins between Spider-Man versus them.
We'll just take in the past, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be the past for them. No.
Future for us, past for them.
Yeah. Something like that. But like, you guys are gonna vote for that one there, and then hopefully. So that means by the time this episode comes around, I can put the
results.
The results.
Yeah. To make sure y'all see it, we could probably put something in the episode like, hey,
this person won. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or like I meant like in episode 69, like, hey, can y'all vote in this poll real quick?
Yeah.
So we can't future cite it and like or wherever it is.
They'd have to future site.
Yeah, but like, hey, we have this poll in the chat. Vote. It's 50-50.
Like right at the beginning of episode A. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't even have to specify why. We just put it there. I mean, they'll probably know what it's for. But
most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
We might as well.
Yeah, that is interesting. I'm excited to see what round 2 is gonna go.
Oh, round 2 is so excited. I can't wait for round 2.
Round 2 is gonna be in February.
Any matchups you really want to talk about or see?
I'm really curious to see what people's arguments are for Batman Deven. I want to
That
see
doesn't-
why the
that
Batman
doesn't
fans are
compute to me,
sucking them
yeah.
off right now.
I don't know.
Because like I know Batman. What chair did he sit in? It was like
Yeah, Morbius.
the Morbius chair, and
Yeah,
it was like
Sure.
Infinite
yeah, it
knowledge.
was infinite everything. So it's like
I'm not doing that, Tyler. I'm not thinking.
no, but like what if they're like that? They're like
Maybe
Batman
that's what
did
they
this.
assume. Because like, oh, he's in the Illuminati, so maybe he has the-
Maybe I do got it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's
Because like we said with this before, it's all up to their assumptions, right? It's the tournament of assumptions. Like it just comes down to what they interpret things. So maybe they're like, this is Batman at his highest IQ, so he has the Morbius share.
True.
Who knows? Yeah, please explain the Batman fan.
It just doesn't
Please
make
explain.
sense.
And like Deven, I don't know if he said this in an episode or not, but I remember he telling me this that like in this poll we're gonna have like a section at the end where it's
Yeah.
just gonna be like a fill in. Like explain your picks here, explain
Yeah.
which ones you picked and whatnot.
Yeah.
Obviously, not everyone's gonna do it, but at least some of you will.
So
do it.
yeah, well, yeah.
So we'll get an idea of it, and we can talk about in the next episode. We can talk about your reasons instead of having to wait till like another week or something to talk about your
Yeah.
reasons,
Mm.
or just read it in the comments or whatever.
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Overall, pretty fun.
It was something. That's for sure. It was something.
Definitely something.
It was definitely something. I'll say that much.
So anything besides that surprised you though? Besides the Ginyu and
I
Batman?
mean, I feel like I'm like 100%. Besides, like that one upset, like.
Yeah, I think I'm 100% except for the upset and then the Gojo.
Yeah.
I think I had everything
I'm just
else.
surprised about the 50-50, mainly because like like I said before, I didn't
guess,
think
yeah.
people were with Gambit like that.
No, and I think like people would understand that Spiderman probably win that one.
Yeah. We're back, obviously. But yeah, now we're done with the tournament portion of we're gonna have a regular episode here. So as you may have known, Rolling Stone came out with the list their top two. I don't know if you've seen this, Tyler.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, but they came out with the list of the top 200 singers of all time. And it was an interesting list. Mainly everyone was focused about Michael Jackson being like 86.
Yeah.
But like, all in all, I don't see that much of a problem with Michael Jackson. Was never known for his singing per se. He was an all-around talent. He wasn't like no one was sitting there raving about his voice like that.
I mean, I would argue differently. People have been talking about Michael Jackson's voice since he was like part of the Jackson 5. Like he was.
He has a good voice, but it's not a great. He's
It's
not
not a-
Whitney Houston. Like it's
Well,
not Whitney Houston level.
I've seen people talk about it. Like
Sam
Janet
Cooke
Jackson has a better voice than Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
I would
Well,
even agree with that. Yeah.
I would just my argument was like 86 seems pretty low for him. I never thought he would be touched like top 10 because like there's a lot like I'm not.
Freddie Mercury should be leagues
I
above
agree.
him.
Freddie Mercury should
Yeah.
be way higher.
That was one thing I had an argument with my dad about because I was like, Freddie Mercury was pretty high. He was like 14.
Yeah, he
but
was-
still, I think he should have been higher than that. I was like, he's at least a top 10 talent.
He's known as one of the best singers.
Yeah.
Like,
Freddie
ever,
Mercury has
yeah.
a spectacular voice. And I was like, the fact he's not top 10 is like robbery. And my dad was like, nah, he should be lower if anything.
I think the only,
You don't
Just say you don't
believe
listen to
me.
Queen. Just say you don't listen to Queen. All right.
Like, this is just cap, dude. No way.
for the most part, their top 10 was okay. It wasn't perfect by any means.
They tried to sneak in Mariah Carey. though.
I don't think. Hey, it's not the.
One thing I thought was funny is because like their top 10 for the most part was a bunch of like 60s Motown singers and like soul singers because it makes
Yeah,
sense. That's
makes
usually where a lot of
sense.
the good
Yeah.
voices are. And like because all the pictures are in black and white because the 60s and they made Mariah Carey's picture black and white. I was like, I see what you did there. You thought we wouldn't
You ain't
notice.
slick. You ain't slick. Yeah.
No, I know that's Mariah Carey.
Come on, man. Y'all know the Christmas song. We go to.
That carries.
No, she has
That
a good
carries?
voice for sure.
Ah,
Like her voice is great, and I would even argue like she's not top 20. She's definitely a top 20.
She's top 20
but
for
top 5? I don't know about that.
It was insane. It's balanced as I looked at the list. I knew some notable people. Like Elvis Presley was pretty high, in my opinion. He was
don't
above
think
Michael
he was that
Jackson.
high.
I didn't like that.
Elvis Presley does have a better voice than Michael Jackson.
I'd
Michael
say
Jackson
he
does not have that good of a voice, Devin. He's a good talent. He's a musical talent, like all around. But his voice is not what he's known for.
Because Michael Jackson's known as like the entertainer. He's an
Exactly.
Yeah,
entertainer.
he's an amazing entertainer.
And he makes good music. His lyrics are good and catchy. He's not known for like Freddie Mercury is known for his vocals and has a good song. That's not what Michael Jackson is known for.
I guess.
That'd be like if someone made like a list of top 20, like top 100 lyricists of all time in like rap, and Kanye is not in there. No one would argue that Kanye's not
Yeah, I
known
agree.
for his
Yeah,
lyrics.
yeah.
It's the same thing. Like I think that's
Yeah.
what it is with Michael Jackson.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from. I'm trying to remember because like my family went on the whole night just naming celebrities that were just, or not celebrities, some artists that just were on there, and I can't remember them now. It's been so long.
I think John Legend was like very high. I remember people complaining about John Legend being very high. I think Taylor Swift made the list, but then Celine Dion did not make the list.
That's one thing. We're like, where is she at?
So they put Taylor Swift on there, but not Celine Dion.
Yeah, that was like
no shot.
That's what everyone was like talking about too. I was like, that is kind of crazy. Celine Dion does have a great voice. How are you gonna disrespect her like that?
I think Beyonce was pretty high on the list, if I remember correctly.
She was top 20, I think.
I was like, she's a little high.
Beyonce's voice isn't that good. Like,
I was gonna say, like,
I know me and Deven are Beyonce haters, but like, is her voice really that good? Not really.
I'm not even a Beyonce hater. It's just like
it's all right,
but like even top like 50? If Michael Jackson's 86, I gotta think about this because I think Michael Jackson probably has a better voice than Beyonce.
I would say so. Yeah.
So it's like I don't even know if she tops top 100. Like honestly, I don't think she touches it.
Like she could be like up there with like,
she could be like
102 or something. Yeah, something like that. But
like she said top 20.
I think she was like top 20 or something like
that.
That
just doesn't it. It almost seems like it's a popularity poll almost at some points.
As I was going through the list, because I was going through it like highest number to lowest, like as you should, right? At first, I thought it was racially motivated because I saw like John Lennon and stuff like very high. Like, this is racially motivated, but then you see like the top 3, it's like all black people.
All people. It makes sense.
So I was like, oh, maybe it's not racially motivated. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the top of my head. I think Elton John was pretty low if I remember.
I don't think Elton John has that good of a voice.
He has a pretty good voice. He's like probably about the same as Michael Jackson.
I think another person else
maybe a little higher.
I can't remember. I think David Bowie.
David Bowie was like he was like 34.
He was 30. I was like, okay. I mean,
see, I just don't like his voice.
You don't like David Bowie's voice?
It kind of gets on my nerves a little bit.
So I can show you here. So Louis Armstrong, 39.
39. I was like,
that was pretty interesting.
I mean, his voice isn't meant for everyone. It's like he had that raspy voice.
It's more iconic.
It's more iconic. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'll give you that one.
Let's see. I'm just gonna see some like notable names. Kurt Cobain at 36. I agree. Kurt Cobain does have a good voice.
Good, but like,
good is sort of subjective when it comes to that.
The thing is, though, is like when you have like a whole band around you like that,
it enhances
you.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about with like the Jackson 5, like Michael Jackson was really good in the Jackson 5, but there was also 5 of them, so they were
but like Janet was the superior voice. Yeah, and I think even the list has Janet above him, which I agree
with. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Here's David Bowie. He's 32.
Okay. See, I can agree with it. He has a good voice, like objectively. I just don't like his voice. It kind of gets on my nerves sometimes. Dolly Parton, 27.
Isn't Paul McCartney from the Beatles?
Beatles, yeah. That kind of makes sense, but really, like the Beatles. It wasn't even about like the individual voices being good. It was like the chemistry between, like the lyricism, the way that they work together, their music as a whole. I wouldn't say any of the Beatles should be top 50. I don't think. Yeah, they're objectively, if I just their voice.
I don't know. I don't listen to the Beatles, but I think Paul McCartney has like a special place in people's heart because he is. Like
it's like nostalgia.
Beatles guy.
It's nostalgia. Yeah, and he's also one of the only 2 alive now.
Is he still alive?
Pretty sure, isn't he?
I remember there's like this whole like conspiracy theory like. One of them should have like is like not really dead, but I can't remember who it is.
Yeah, because he made a song with Rihanna like it was a while ago. It was like 8 years ago.
Yeah, a song with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I know that.
But anyways,
Adele at 22 is pretty interesting. I thought she could have been a little higher. Her voice is pretty.
I was just saying, I feel like Adele should be top 20. Not like.
I think Adele's better than Beyonce.
Yeah, I think Adele should be like between 15 and 20.
I mean, judging like who they put in their top 10, I think that might make sense. But I do think she's better than Beyonce for sure.
Yeah.
So wait, real quick before we continue, how was this made? It was just people at was it Forbes?
Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone. So is it just them? They just like did it, or was it like a poll, or what was it?
When Rolling Stone makes lists, they have like a whole like collective people who are like specialists in the said category.
They asked them. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad as people think. There's some notable things.
It's not like they're like
weird.
It's not like they're saying like Ariana Grande top 1 or something. Like it was reasonable.
I think Bruno Mars didn't make the list.
That makes sense. Actually, I don't think I remember seeing his name. So yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, my dad was like, "Where's Bruno Mars at?" I'm like, you know what? I think Bruno Mars should touch at least top 50.
I can
top
see
50.
That
makes
at least top 200.
Yeah, top 200. Yeah, he should be in the 50s.
He should be in there.
Literally, like if you watch any kind of like on TV, like American Idol, X Factor, any kind of The Voice, any kind of singing show, when they hit like they want to have like a hard song where like the showcases their range and stuff like that, they usually go with like a Bruno Mars song if it's a guy, because it showcases the range, it showcases how vocal and not lyrical, but how vocal you could be, your range and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Not even being on a list is kind of crazy.
Yeah, Bruno Mars is a tough one.
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
This one I was a little iffy about Frank Sinatra at 19 because I personally love Frank Sinatra.
I think he should be.
But I feel like he might be properly rated there.
I think he's perfect there. Because like Frank Sinatra isn't someone that hits like he's not meant for his high notes, but his voice is very like he has like those like very low tones, and his voice is just deep enough where like it's very smooth and
like if I was in like a '60s club. Like a bar, and I just like hear him singing. I'm like, yeah, this is.
And his voice is so soothing, though. That's like I don't know. Maybe it's my personal bias. I just think he should be a little bit higher. I'm not saying he should like top 5 or anything, but like
no, I think he should be top 15.
Yeah, like I think he could be top 15. Talent.
Depending on how this list looks, like maybe like 11, 12, maybe 13.
But I love Frank. I'm glad that they gave him flowers.
Here's Elvis. See, Elvis above Frank Sinatra. I think Frank Sinatra has a better voice than Elvis Presley.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Elvis shouldn't be top 25 in my opinion. He shouldn't be top 25.
I don't know about that. Elvis's voice is not that bad. Like,
no.
It's not bad.
He's still like top 30. I just don't think he should be above
like,
top 25.
When I think about Elvis, I think about the performance. His performance.
He was like Michael Jackson.
I don't think about him singing though.
Like okay, like I get that because Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson are always compared for similar reasons. But like I think Elvis Presley, he was a great performer, but I think his voice is just better than Michael Jackson's voice.
No, yeah, I agree.
But I think Michael Jackson made better music. Granted, obviously,
I'd agree that Elvis Presley has a better voice, but I mean, I wouldn't even put him above top 25.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know.
You have too many heavy hitters.
I don't think the gap between him and
I think
Michael
his voice is also iconic enough to where it should land. Because like it's one of those voices where you hear it and you know who it is.
Yeah.
If I hear John Lennon, I'm not gonna know it's John Lennon unless I know the song.
I mean, I understand like for the iconic factor, yeah, but if we're just going like objectively good voice, then I just don't think he should touch top 25. Yeah. There's too many heavy hitters in this mix.
I think another person that
Prince.
Prince is at 16 here.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I gotta think about that for a second.
I don't really listen to much Prince, but I remember my dad was like Prince should be higher. But
I know my mom used to listen to Prince.
I'm fine with Prince being there.
Yeah, I don't have enough to say whether he should go higher or lower. I've only listened to a couple of his songs.
Yeah, same. Here's Bob Dylan. Don't you know Bob Dylan?
A little bit, but I can kind of see he had a really good voice. 15 though, that seems pretty high. I feel.
Oh, I remember there's 2 people in here who are like back to back, and I was like, this feels weird that like they're both back to back, and I was like, I see a pattern here. See if they come like up here. Like, here's Freddie Mercury, 14. Yeah,
Freddie Mercury being outside the top 10 is robbery.
Top 10. He has to be top 10 at the very least. Pathetic. I would say he's top 5, but top 10 at the very least.
Yeah, I'd say.
Because obviously you gotta have like Whitney Houston is for sure a top 3 talent.
Oh yeah,
there's no argument for Whitney Houston being out of the top 3. So I'm fine.
I mean, that's like the same vein as like guys would sing Bruno Mars, girls would sing Whitney Houston.
Exactly.
It's like that same exact vein. They want to showcase their talents.
Next, some other people. Here's John Lennon here at 12.
Yeah.
I'm not that much of a fan of John Lennon. I never have been.
He's okay. I
never got the hype behind John Lennon too much.
I don't know. I'm trying to think about like, outside of the Beatles, just like him doing his own thing. And from what I remember, it was like okay, like maybe top 60.
I don't know. I'm not a big Beatles fan anyway, so I'm not too mean.
Yeah, I'm not a
I was gonna ask where Johnny Cash was because I remember me and my friend were talking about Johnny Cash, but I can't remember if he made the list or if he was too low.
I don't remember. He hasn't shown up in the top 40, so I just assume he's either above it or not on the list.
How do you feel about Johnny Cash, Tyler? Do you listen to Johnny Cash?
Yeah, sometimes. He has a really. It's kind of like this. It's like a niche voice, kind of.
I see what you mean.
It's like it's not a voice that like can reach different audiences, but if you like that genre of music, you're gonna love his. Like he would be your goat. For that genre.
I see what you mean, yeah. I think Johnny Cash is another person who has a very recognizable voice.
It's iconic, it's iconic. You're like, this is Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Otis Redding. I liked Otis Redding being in the top 10. I personally like Otis Redding.
I know the name. I just haven't listened to his music. Oh, no, actually, I think I've heard some of his stuff. He's really good. But
yeah, I think he's well-deserved.
I like, with old-timey singers like that, I like hearing it with, like, the, like, on the radio, where it's kind of, like distorted almost, like scratchy. Yeah.
Like to give you the feel
it gives you the feel of like listening through a radio, and it's like, oh dude, this is it. Like, right here.
Number 8 we have Beyonce. So this is what we said. I think Beyonce's too high. Yeah, she's not a top 10 talent. She has a good voice.
I don't even think she's top 20, frankly.
I would agree. She's like maybe she's top 40.
I would put her on the 40 mark.
I'd have to have all the names in front of me and like be able to move them.
Yeah. Before like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars. Come on, man.
7,
Stevie Wonder. I don't
that
know.
makes sense.
I never
I
thought
don't
Stevie
know.
Wonder's voice was that crazy.
I think he should be top 20,
Me-
but like that, I can see someone.
Me
could
and my
say
dad
that.
got a debate with between him because like you know me, I love Stevie Wonder. I like Stevie Wonder, but I think he's just a better musician than singer. Like I like his
It's
music.
his piano is beautiful.
It's
almost
godly, but he's like,
immaculate,
no, that makes sense. He deserved to be top 7. Like, do you see like who this list is? Like, how think Stevie Wonder's out singing people like I forgot like
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Yo.
Yeah, I'll sing in front.
Otis Redding.
Like I'm like
Marvin Gaye.
like 7 is way too high.
yeah, it is.
I can see.
I want to pay respects, put my like for throw my flowers to him, but 7 is just too high.
Well, because my thing is I can definitely see how someone could work their way up to getting him there. But personally, I'd probably put him like bottom teens.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think personally, because
Numbers-
he is really well known for his music,
Yeah,
not
his-
just his singing.
between like the piano, like just the instruments that he surrounds himself with, he's a beautiful
musician. He's one of the
Yeah,
best.
he makes
for
great
sure.
music. Same thing I have with Michael Jackson. Good music doesn't make your voice godly just because your music is good. Next, Ray Charles. This is the one I was like, this is a pattern here. Like both
Yeah.
blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we doing?
I was like, what are we doing here?
60s,
Blind black guys back to back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really been
I
familiar
don't
with Ray
listen
Charles
to Ray
music, so I
Charles,
don't know
no.
what his
I know
voice
my
sounds like.
grandpa did a little bit, but I don't think I think he has like some of his albums at his house, or not albums, records.
You see what I mean? Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey
They
number
put it in
5.
black and white. They're like, yeah, you will know this. We know this, bro.
And-
Mariah Carey's good, but like top 5. She's top 10, but she ain't top 5.
I don't think she's top 10.
You
You don't think Mariah Carey has a
When you
great
have, when you
voice,
have
Tyler.
this,
She's top 10.
no,
No,
she has a
top
great
10,
voice,
but not 5.
I don't
she's not
think,
top
no,
5.
yeah,
I don't
she's
think
top
she's
10.
top 10 though. Like
Why
when you
not?
have that many heavy hitters, like I don't think she's better than Freddie Mercury personally.
Okay, yes, but that's one man.
Yeah, we keep talking about
We
Freddie
keep
Mercury.
going
We know Freddie Mercury.
I don't-
He's the GOAT.
I don't think she's better than Frank Sinatra. Like
I mean,
like she might be like the
no,
same.
it's
I think you could push
close.
the same, but it's like the fact that they're all the way in the teens and she's at number 5. Like you move them down and then you kind of like pad the 10 more. She works her way past 10. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know, man. I think Mariah Carey's top 10 still.
I just don't think
I'm not
so.
hating on Mariah Carey like that. She's
That's
great.
not hate though. That's just like I just don't think she's top 10.
I don't know. I just feel like that's wrong. She's got to be top 10.
Again,
Listen
it's the
to
same
her
thing as like
voice again.
Beyonce. I'd have to have like all the names so I could kind of like
Rearrange
maneuver
and
them.
see.
Because like I was saying, it's like if you have all the people that we've talked about, where it's like, oh yeah, this person should be up there, enough will pad the top 10 that it could force her out.
Yeah, but the thing about Mariah Carey is her range is immaculate.
Yeah, she has a beautiful range. It's
Her
an
range,
insane
I mean,
range.
You
even.
know, to be a really good singer, that's something that kind of comes into
Yeah, that comes into account, but like I'd have to see it in front of me, but
Like,
I just don't think that she could beat some of the other.
Yeah,
people
but
in
you don't
there.
see too many artists just hitting the ranges that she does.
So, but that's kind of a poor argument, just saying like she hits the range, so she's better. Like I can see
Well,
what
it's
you're
not just
saying.
about
like-
hitting the range; it's just her range.
But you're
is
like, I know. What I'm saying is like, just because they have good range doesn't mean that they're better than someone who doesn't have good range. Like you said, Frank Sinatra doesn't hit the high notes. He's known for his lows, but I would argue that Frank Sinatra is about the same, maybe slightly better than Mariah Carey, personally.
I view them about the same. I don't know if I don't know if I could pick a better one because they're different.
But
It's a
about the
male artist
same.
and a female
Yeah,
artist. It's
true.
different.
But
you know?
that kind of like,
I feel
she
like-
has way more range than him, but he's still within his like 1 or 2 octaves. He's still, I would think, the same.
No, truthfully, I like Frank Sinatra was in my music edition. Like I love
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra. Just
Yeah.
think Mariah Carey just might. Like we're talking about just
Yeah.
singers. This is not about like talent. Or I guess it is about talent, but it's not about like
It's like your
music
vocal
anymore. It's
talent.
about vocal talent.
Yeah, vocal
and
talent,
At that
yeah.
point, where you're looking at it just based on singing alone, I think Mariah Carey might take it.
Yeah.
I don't know, I have to see it.
And then top 3, I pretty much agree with a little
Yeah.
bit. Like I didn't. They're not necessarily my top
number
3,
4?
but like
Yeah.
number 4, Billie Holiday. I don't know. If
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
not
who
to
she is.
I'm not to get mad at it. Like they're safe picks for sure, but
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't have Sam Cooke top 5, but Sam Cooke is a good voice as well.
was gonna
He's
say
he's
Cooke.
fine with top 3 for me. And then number 2 is I think Whitney Houston.
That makes
I think
sense.
probably in my opinion she'd be 1, but number 1 Aretha Franklin.
she's my number 1.
Oh, Aretha Franklin. Yeah,
I like Aretha
yeah,
Franklin's
she is
voice, but
really
I think
good.
Whitney Houston has a better voice than her.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like they're kind of like in the same vein. I feel
I mean, I guess yeah, I can see it.
like because I didn't listen to much of Aretha, but I know like my mom, like she used to listen to her her and Whitney. She used to listen to them two all the time, and I know she like loved Aretha Franklin.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
so I can't really say because I don't listen to both of them enough. you know.
Yeah.
But either one of those that could flip either way. It is what it is.
Yeah, I wasn't too mad about the top 3. Really, it's fine as it is.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was just like I didn't even think about Bruno Mars. He just said it.
Yeah, Bruno Mars
should definitely be in there.
I think another person, me personally, thought should have been on the list is Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, like the
maybe.
current singer.
Like, if you're talking about 200, like he's
he's not that good. I
No,
put Frank
he
Ocean
is-
above Sam Smith.
He is.
Oh yeah.
Frank Ocean, I don't think made the list either.
Did he not? I could have sworn I saw.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think Sam Smith.
I can see Sam Smith. Like, not high, but
No, I'm not saying he should be high, but not to touch 200. I don't know. It's a little weird.
that's a little weird. Yeah.
I'm just like looking at the. Oh, Billie Eilish made the list.
You got Billie Eilish touching.
Come on, though.
No,
This
I
is
love
Billie Eilish is top 200.
That's
I
not
agree.
disrespect.
I'm not that
Dog.
disrespect.
It is.
But like,
she's not
it's
a
weird
top
seeing
200
that people.
talent.
It's weird
Come
seeing
on,
people
bro.
like Billie Eilish touch the list, and some of those like really
Bruno
good
Mars.
singers. Yeah, Bruno Mars ain't touching the list. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't think Billie Eilish is like the people who are like sticking out though. Like, I think there's like other people in here who stick out. So, like they're just in there to be like Rolling Stone, be like, yeah, I'm old. I listen to 40s singers.
Yeah.
I'm like, some of these people not that good. They're just like they're classics, so you feel like they have to be in the list. Like Jungkook from K-pop. Come on, bro.
Is he on the list?
He's in the list. 191.
I guess. I don't listen.
Oh, he's
to
from
K-pop.
BTS.
Yeah, I don't listen.
Oh, the Frank Ocean did make it. He's 190 though.
Ooh.
But yeah,
I mean, at least he's on the list, I guess. But
yeah, it should be definitely be a little higher.
yeah, a little higher.
Alicia Keys is in here.
Where's she at?
185.
God damn.
Yeah, I mean, SZA made it too. That makes sense. She has a good voice as well. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
glad she
Bruno
made it.
Mars just surprises me. I feel like
Yeah, that's
it seems
the main
weird that
one
you're
I
not-
actually got mad at. Like I know I'm like the resident Michael Jackson fan, and like I will always argue like he should be higher, but like the Bruno Mars one was the one that really like got to me. I'm like, there's no way that Bruno Mars is not on this list. It makes no sense to me.
doesn't even seem believable.
Yeah, I know. It makes.
He's just known for his voice.
No, I guess not. I guess he's known for like being.
It's not even
Bruno?
true.
I don't
No,
know.
it's not even true.
Like, he's just known for his voice. The fact that he's not there is just robbery. It just don't make no sense.
Unless I overlooked him, because I wasn't the one looking at looking at the list. It was my sister, and we were just going through it.
Yeah, that's pretty much that one. I mean, there's another list that was made also. It's not that interesting, but I just thought it was curious to bring up as IGN made their top 25 anime list, which I thought was pretty interesting because usually when IGN makes a list, it's pretty bad, right? Usually they go bad. I think they do it on. I think companies like them do it bad on purpose to get clicks.
more people to talk
clicks,
about
yeah.
it.
But it seems like they actually kind of tried here. I think maybe there's some bait choices in here, but
Yeah.
for the most part, I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I do have
here.
a question though. This is of all time or this year?
Yeah, it's of all time.
Okay, this is Debbie. Okay.
This needs to be something, yeah.
Where do you want me to start from?
Start
1 or
from the bottom.
25?
Start from the bottom. Work our way up.
25?
Yeah,
Alright.
let's start. Let's start from the bottom.
So 25, we got Haikyuu.
I don't know, like it's for Andy.
Come on, Tyler. At one point, Haikyuu is in your top 10. Let's not act like it's
was,
crazy.
but, like- But we're talking about
all time. This is all
because
anime.
that's just stuff that I've seen. Like, I would even say like Slam. It's not an anime. Is Slam Dunk an anime?
It is an anime.
Yeah.
I don't know how their anime is. I'd put Slam Dunk above Haikyuu, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still 24 other choices. You don't know Slam Dunk isn't above it.
That's just.
They're not saying Haikyuu's the GOAT of sports anime.
No, I know. It's just a fact. Top 25 just took me
25.
aback. Like 25, all anime, all time. I guess let me see the list first because like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I have
let's,
to
let's,
see
let's
it.
keep going.
24, we got Trigun.
I haven't seen Trigun.
That's a classic.
I've heard
Yeah,
it's
I
really
heard
good,
it has
though.
a pretty good following.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I don't think
I
anyone's
heard it's
seen
really
it,
good
so.
though. Like people who like it, like people who watch it, like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but-
love it.
Yeah.
Number 23, Dragon Ball Z. This is what had people a little flustered. Dragon Ball Z's kind of low here.
Yeah.
I
I'd say.
agree.
I'd say
We're talking about the anime.
I think
though.
it should at least be top.
top 20 at
We're talking
least.
about- the
Yeah,
anime,
we are
like-
talking about the anime here, but like, do IGN really care about pacing like that, or are they just
Yeah.
worried about the
Well, I think it
story?
also depends on what you define as best. Like, what's their grading metric for it? Because like
Yeah.
best is like, is it good or is it like does iconic play a part of it? Because I know Dragon Ball Z is like a big. Like, that's what
Yeah,
got people.
If,
like
if
anime.
Iconic played a part, I feel like it'd be way higher.
Way higher, yeah.
But we're
It
talking
is, it is the anime when you think about
yeah, we're
anime.
talking
Yeah.
the anime here. And
People
me,
even say it's like part of the big three.
and me
yeah.
personally, I didn't watch the anime. I read the manga growing up, and I played all the games. So
Well,
I heard the story. I've heard the story how bad it is. I've seen the scenes of just the grass.
But I was thinking, no one thought it was bad at the time, though. It's only like
you and I talked about this.
Yeah, it's only retrospect. You're like, it's bad, but like at the time when you're a kid, you don't notice those things.
Yeah, but like.
And even then, the older audience of Dragon Ball Z didn't have a problem with it either because they still enjoy Dragon Ball Z.
I guess I don't know. Like most people I talk to who watch Dragon Ball Z, they watch it growing up. So you kind of look at it.
Like, I've been watching it since like second grade.
I think a perfect example of this is look at the One Piece fandom right now. They're perfectly fine with their half chapter episodes.
Yeah, half chapter an episode.
No complaints. So I think it's just if you like the show, you don't really care about the pacing.
Yeah,
that much.
I had talked to enough Dragon Ball Z fans to say like they all know like our show ain't the best, and some of them say it's looking kind of bad, but like it's our show.
It's your show.
It's
You
our
gotta love it.
show.
It's
Like,
your
we
baby.
know it's bad, but we still love it regardless. So I think it's.
I don't think Dragon Ball Z is bad though. I
don't think it's bad either.
Maybe you could say the anime is poorly made, but that's just Toei for you.
Yeah,
Like, Toei, they're bad company.
Yeah, my argument.
They want to stretch out as much as they can.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to say Dragon Ball stuff was bad, but we're talking about the anime.
Yeah, like the adaptation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love Dragon. I'm
Yeah, I feel like that should be at least 20, maybe.
At least
I'd
top
have to see
20.
the
That was
rest.
my thing. I think it should at least be at top 20.
Yeah. I'd have to see the rest though.
22, My Hero.
all time. You put a mid-hero at.
So My Hero above Dragon Ball Z.
No, that's crazy. I would never take that. I would never take that anyway. But to play devil's advocate, we kind of have to see what My Hero did for the game. What
did Dragon Ball do for the game?
No. But let's talk about it though. Like what Dragon Ball and like what all these iconic animes is for us. It is kind of what My Hero is. It's like the new generation.
Yeah, because I would say like Dragon Ball, like the way it got people like into anime. Right, it was big enough in that regard you could bring people in, but it's like the grandfather, right?
Yeah.
But you have to look at like the era of anime that we're living in now, and look at who kind of inched the start. You got to have Hunter, 2011. You got to have My Hero, and Naruto probably. Like those are like the ones that like get people into it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
My Hero has done.
It's what they did for the anime.
No, like, I'm not even necessarily mad with My Hero being top 25. I'm just a little like, why is it above Dragon Ball?
Of course, yeah, that hit me a little too. I was like, I don't like that.
Because like, if it was 25, even if it was still 22, but Dragon Ball's like 21, wouldn't bother me nearly as much. It's just the fact that it's above Dragon Ball.
Well, it's Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if they're because I personally like Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z.
I don't know. I think they're just encompassing it all, mainly because like when.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I personally like Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, you can make the argument for the manga, but for the anime, I think they are just two separate.
They are, but I don't know if they're. I don't know. I assume they're just talking about Dragon Ball Z.
I guess.
Because it says Dragon Ball Z. It doesn't say like Dragon Ball series.
Yeah.
And I kind of share that sentiment. Like, I don't think I'm putting Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z, but I have one of the Dragon Ball arcs over like all Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, but.
But I mean, like, just, I don't know, it's the fact that it's above Dragon Ball Z. I mean, 22 kind of does feel right. Thinking about, like, logic.
No, yeah, like, yeah.
It makes sense. But Dragon Ball is low.
Is like a good one.
The shock value of it being there just kind of, like, took me aback for a sec. But then, like, actually thinking about it rationally, like, this is what it did for the game. You have to take that into account, I think. I personally would take that into account. And I would hope that they would as well. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense that it would be there.
I guess. Whatever. I'm just going to chalk it up like anime. It's Dragon Ball anime here. It's forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is about.
Yeah.
I mean, and plus, My Hero kind of started the seasonal format, too.
Yeah.
So it's like, they did a lot for the game.
It did a lot.
I'm gonna be honest though, like the first, because like it's broken up into parts here. This is 25 through 16. I think some of these definitely should have been higher here, and we'll get to it a little bit here. So at 21, we have Made in Abyss, which I don't know if any of you guys have seen Made in Abyss.
I know people that seen it, they love it.
I love Made in Abyss as well too, and I'm happy it made top 25.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't have it like top 10.
Because I saw
top
it.
25 is fine.
I saw it when season 1 was first airing, and I think I watched like 3. But back then I didn't want to do stuff weekly, so I was like, I'll just wait for it to catch up, and then it just didn't.
Yeah.
And then we went to at AX. We went to the Made in Abyss thing. And I was watching. I was like, damn, it's just kind of gas. I like this. I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah, Made in Abyss is good. Like I said, I'm not mad at it being top 25. I'm actually happy it did. Get some notoriety for what it needs.
Of course.
Yeah.
So that's fine by me.
But it's kind of the same as like Trigun. Like I know people that watch it love it.
Yeah, exactly. Next one, a bit of a surpriser, but JoJo. It just says the entire series.
Ooh, what number is this?
20.
20?
Ugh.
Mainly, at first I was like, I'm a JoJo fan. This irks me. And then I think I'm like, JoJo is a bit polarizing, so maybe I should be happy that it's even in the list. Maybe I should be fine that's even in the list.
I think if you put it as a whole series, it makes sense. But if it's, I don't know why you put all the different parts into one series because they're all so different.
Yeah, but they're also
Like,
different, but they're all JoJo.
yeah,
they're all
it's weird
JoJo,
to-
but they're different though.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
when you
Would
go
you rather
enough-
them be like part 5 here, part 4? I don't know. I think I'd rather them do JoJo as a whole series
Yeah,
too.
But like you have to take into account like people don't like parts 1 and 2. So if you're putting the whole series, that's gonna bring down everything.
But
else.
it doesn't matter. But like the thing is, that is a part of JoJo. Like this
It is a
all
part.
JoJo.
Yeah.
And
it
then
is,
they
but
all
it's
share the
different
JoJo
parts.
name.
Yeah.
As much as they want to
Yeah.
separate all of them,
They share the name. They share the storyline.
Yeah,
For-
there's one storyline throughout. So
Yeah. So
I
it
guess
does make
that makes
sense
sense.
to include them. I was just a little bit. Mainly, I was just as a JoJo fan.
Yeah,
I was like,
of course.
JoJo should be higher.
It should be
but
top
then I thought,
15. Yeah,
It is
but-
polarizing. So.
But then again, I'm not
looking-
always the biggest fan of the anime itself. I
love
like
it.
the
I
like
love
it's
the
it's
anime,
it's
so.
it's like good, but I prefer the manga.
But me
honestly.
personally, I'm just happy that it is on the list because you
Yeah.
know JoJo, you know,
Gets-
it
yeah,
deserves it.
exactly,
It deserves
yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
No, they're just they're firing shots in this here. Number 19, Naruto. they're taking shots here. They're going for like all you normies done.
19.
Obviously, me and Deven here are a little biased here. We love Naruto.
Bro, I got the hat on, bro. What
I
you-
think-
what you
Me do
doing?
too. Like, I don't know if we're saying the same thing you said for Dragon Ball Z.
Demo.
We're talking about the anime
Anime.
adaptation.
Yeah, it
Maybe
has to be like
it's
the
fair.
pacing and then the filler
But-
is like a big
Yeah.
part.
But most of the pacing issue was like part 1 or like
But it says Naruto, it doesn't say Shippuden.
yeah,
does it?
well
It does
Naruto
say
itself
Naruto
is
Shippuden.
Oh, it says Shippuden.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it Shippuden or Naruto?
Yeah, it says Shippuden.
Oh, then yeah, I'm mad then.
I mean, but then again, there is kind of some poor pacing at a lot of points in Naruto Shippuden, and
Yeah,
then you also
but
have a lot of filler too.
Yeah, but most of
I
it.
don't think they're taking like I think obviously I don't know, but like I don't think they're taking to account like filler. I don't think they would.
I think that'd be a big part of it, though. If you're talking about the anime as a whole, it's like you have an anime like if you can have Naruto with 46% filler or Naruto with 5% filler, one with 5% filler is gonna have better pacing with it.
Yeah, like
Of
in my
course,
opinion,
but-
I take that into account. But
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't know if
You know if they
IGN
would,
took it
yeah,
into
that makes
account.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like whenever I say like Naruto anime is trash, I agree. Like Naruto anime is trash.
Yeah, and I
because
share
I
the
love
same
the
sentiment.
manga.
Yeah.
Like I love the story of Naruto, but I don't know if they're taking that into account.
Because I think honestly that's probably pretty accurately rated in my opinion.
I guess.
if we're talking about just anime,
Just the
yes,
anime.
But I don't.
If it's the manga, it probably would honestly be like a top 15 manga objectively.
Yeah, probably. Because like, I'm a big component. Like when people say I want to get into Naruto, I always tell them don't watch the anime. As much
Read
as
the
I
manga,
love Naruto, like Naruto was the first manga I read, and to this day it holds up in my opinion. It's a really good manga.
The artwork.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's so many memorable shots, but
But definitely watch the clips, watch the fights.
Oh, yeah,
because like Studio Period goes off on those fights.
yeah,
They're amazing.
I
Some
still
of the
went
best
back
fights
and
you'll see.
rewatched Naruto just to see like
Yeah.
what it was like.
Yeah.
Like you gotta watch Madara versus the 5 Kage.
So
You gotta watch Obito versus Kakashi.
You
Oh
have
my
to
God.
watch like the Final Valley versus like the actual Final Valley Sasuke
And
Naruto.
Yeah, but even earlier stuff like the first Naruto.
The first
Sasuke,
Final Valley,
it's
yeah,
so
you gotta
good.
watch.
And it's
Where he
like
pierces his lung.
yeah, he raises that leg.
yeah. But I think that's pretty accurately rated.
I guess.
So
Like,
my
yeah.
question is, why would they?
I'm missing Naruto.
Why would they do Naruto Shippuden and not the Naruto series?
That's what I'm curious
Don't know.
about.
And why would they do Dragon Ball
They
Z
think
and not
they
the
do
Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball Z, I don't know.
series? But they do the JoJo series. That kind of just doesn't make sense.
Technically,
to me.
Naruto Shippuden and Naruto are two different things at the end of the day. Not manga wise, but talking about anime
Anime-wise?
wise, it is
Yeah.
two separate things. So
I mean, so is JoJo technically too, because you're throwing a different part on it. I'm just trying to
guess,
keep it
yeah,
like
I
I'm trying to keep it like
guess.
I'm just
I
saying
don't
like
know.
it doesn't make sense why you'd put one as a series and the other two that are series as one. or
I'm just
separate.
mad about seeing what's above these guys here.
Yeah, there's
Alright.
pretty heavy hitters up there.
yeah. 18 Death Note.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I think that accurately makes sense.
okay, I'm kind of
No,
I'm kind
No,
of
no,
fine
no,
with
no.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, yeah.
Look, I was fine with it, but just wait till you see what's gonna be above Death Note.
oh yeah, it's 18.
18.
I didn't think
It
about
is pretty
that. I didn't think about that.
yeah, that's not a really good.
Me
anime.
personally, I'm fine with it. being
Because it's kind of the
there.
same as like we talked about with like Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, My Hero. It's kind of like what can get people into anime.
Yeah, when
For-
you
I
talk
mean,
about
it was until Attack on Titan surpassed it. It was the most popular anime
For
of all
sure.
time.
Yeah, when
it
you-
was the gateway for a lot.
yeah, when you
of
think about anime in general, people talk about like, oh, Death Note. Death Note's always in
Greatest
people's
stories,
lists.
like,
exactly.
yeah, like peak story, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of number 18 or number 17, Attack on Titan. This is the one that surprised me. I thought Attack on Titan would be like a top 10.
I think it'd be
That
top
has to
10.
be-
It
that
has
has
to
to
be
be
top 10.
It being here was very surprising.
Me
Okay, now
personally-
just take into account all of these heavy hitters we've already listed here, and we're not even in the top 15 yet.
God damn. Me personally, I think it should be like number 6 or 7. That's just me.
7?
Six or 7.
Yeah, like, it has to be
Yeah.
top 10. Like, I think it just irrefutably has to be top 10. And I'm not even a Attack on Titan
I can
fan.
honestly I can see someone making a valid argument of them being number 5.
Oh, 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can see them making a valid argument they're number 5.
I can see people with valid argument for me 1 or 2. Like, I don't have it 1 or 2, but like,
No, yeah,
like
like
they have arguments, and
because I'd see. Well, the thing is with 1 and 2, like I could probably like push back a little bit. Like, come on, you got to think about this logic. But 5, it's like that's a really solid spot.
Honestly, though, I don't think I've ever seen anyone who's made like. When I say anyone, I'm not taking like radical people who have like dumb arguments.
Yeah.
Like the logical people I've talked to who actually have Attack on Titan rated higher, I've never seen like bad arguments. They have good arguments because Attack on Titan is a solid story.
Yeah.
The anime pacing is beautiful.
The animation is beautiful.
The animation is good. There's like no
There's
flaws
no
in
flaws.
Attack on Titan really.
When you think about the reach that Attack on Titan has on the world itself,
The grip that it has.
because the thing is,
Sundays, dude.
people who don't like anime watch AOT. AOT is the thing that when people are like, well, I don't watch anime, what do I watch? AOT. It's always either AOT, Death Note.
Death Note. Yeah.
That's why with my dad, I wish
That's
it
why
was
they're the 2 most popular animes of all
like
time.
I wish it was
has-
more than just season 1 on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's like because my dad, I know he would love AOT.
Yeah,
But-
and you guys know my dad hates anime. He only wanted to watch Attack on Titan because all his friends were telling him, that, yeah,
Exactly.
we don't like anime either, but Attack on Titan's him.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good.
It's to the point where this is one guy I watch and follow. He did like, it still is anime, but to him, he's like, dude, AOT doesn't feel like an anime. It just feels like a show that like anyone, no matter
love,
who you are,
yeah.
can watch and love. And
Yeah.
to be honest, it should be a lot.
Anyone can find something in that show that they love,
Yeah.
and that's not something you can say for every show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's one anime I'm hoping.
What was that 16?
That was 17.
7?
Yeah.
There's one anime where I'm hoping like it. Please be on the
All
list.
Before we get to the next one, I gotta go pee.
Yeah, me too.
Dude. I might as well take the water off the.
Oh my god, dude. 17? 17. Death Note 18, AOT 17.
All right, we're back, and get ready for this. Remember, we just said Attack on Titan. What's above Attack on Titan? Orin Host Club, number 16.
Hey, all you honey lovers, this is for you.
I'm just saying above AOT, above Death Note, above Naruto,
Dragon Ball.
above Dragon Ball, above JoJo.
Have y'all seen
Yep.
it though?
No, I haven't.
I have. I'm gonna let y'all know that not.
You know, it's wrong. No, it should be top 45.
It shouldn't even be top 25. He's lucky if he's top 125.
I'm so confused. Owen Horse Club doesn't have that big of a cult following. Like I know the people that watch it, they like.
But you know what though? It was one of like the first big animes that was on Netflix.
I guess,
but
so
was Death Note.
25.
Well, I know, but like people, it's like it does have a big cult following.
I don't know about big.
Like that's people's slice of life. That's their romance.
People who like it are like not indifferent, but like yeah, I enjoy it. People aren't riding or dying for Owen Horse Club.
I've seen Rider Dies for Orange.
But usually, like the rider dies for Own Host Club are people who only watch slice of life, though, right? Like they're not like a broad demographic of anime.
Yeah.
They purely like that genre.
Yeah, that's weird.
I just don't think that should be top 25 at all.
I think we all agree there.
I don't
It
fathom
How,
that.
how do they make this list? This ain't polls. I know that. This is a poll thing.
Well,
No, it's their list.
Actually, I want them to post like this is our metric for grading these and how they got.
There's a mole in there. Like, yeah,
There's
this is
someone
my
that's
goal.
like, that's their
Or-
goal. They're like,
Come on, guys.
Industry plan.
Yeah, this is an interesting plan for sure. I can see what top 3 might be though. Now that I'm starting to formulate lists in my head,
yeah,
I can see
I
where
can see
this
where
is
they're going, and I think I know what they're talking.
Once we get to 10, we can talk about what we think will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 15, Devilman Crybaby, which I'm
I'm
actually not too mad about
I'm
this
fine
one.
with
I think
that.
Devilman Crybaby is pretty good.
Yeah.
Has a solid concept, so I'm not too mad at it being this high.
Sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It can take it, I guess.
Number 14, interesting, Demon Slayer. Apparently, Demon Slayer is better than all the guys before it, like Naruto, Dragon Ball.
I'm gonna be honest.
Attack on Titan.
This is probably gonna be a hot take. I don't like Demon Slayer story. It's like a 6 out of 10 story. Honestly,
I think everyone should.
We've all said this on the podcast.
It's like a hot take. I think everyone in the world
well,
could
maybe
agree
it's a hot
that-
take with them because like Demon Slayer is the biggest, probably like one of the biggest, like currently
Well,
Yeah.
No, Attack on Titan still is.
one of the biggest.
Oh yeah, then yeah.
one of the biggest. So it's like I just don't think it should be top. It should be. It's the same with like we're in high school. Like, it shouldn't even be top 25.
Yeah, but
No, Demon Slayer would never touch my top 25. Not top 50.
This doesn't make
But I
sense.
hear
And I even read the manga, and I think the manga is better than the anime. And I wouldn't, but the manga, like, if you combine anime manga for just Demon Slayer, it still wouldn't be top 25.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
but,
like
I hear stories all the time, especially in Japan. They love Demon Slayer.
They love Demon
And like
Slayer.
I hear stories where people are like, yeah, my grandma watches Demon Slayer. I'm like,
but IGN's
why?
American though.
But that's the thing is though, I know everyone assumes that Demon Slayer is only popular in America.
No,
is
it's
popular
so
world-
big.
It's
popular-
very
yeah,
big in
it's
Japan.
so big.
But this isn't a popularity poll. It's like
It's
the
not, no.
best anime.
it's not. But like when an
But you
anime
have
has
to,
that big
you
of
have
a
to
reach,
assume like it's popular for a reason.
yeah,
not-
that's
like when because like thing is with Demon Slayer's popularity, it's not just the anime. The manga was popular.
Yeah, the manga
So
was
it's not
popular,
the animation that was what gets them.
But it's just going off anime,
So-
no?
yeah, it is. But I'm saying like in general, the story had enough to interest them to love it.
yeah, to have that much big of a reach on the world is.
Because
Yeah,
even though we say it's like 6 out of 10, but I think it's generic enough, but it does everything good.
yeah,
and the
everything right.
characters are lovable.
It's like it's.
I will. The one thing I will give insane props. I don't know the manga's name, but insane props to him, whoever or her. I think it was a girl, right? I don't know.
They haven't revealed the
Insert
gender.
mangaka's name here. Props to Demon Slayer mangaka is that they finished at a good time. They didn't drag this. They could have easily dragged the story on for
Well,
another 100 chapters.
Not their decision.
No,
they were
but it
rushed
ended-
to.
but it ended good.
They were rushed
I think it ended
because
fine.
they had a family emergency.
I think honestly it could go maybe 20 more chapters, but it ended in a good spot.
I mean, there's still a lot of unfinished stuff that they wanted to add in, but they couldn't. But.
Oh, I feel like it ended in a good spot. But then again, I'm not the biggest fan of the story itself.
yeah, but
Next,
oh yeah, go on.
are you gonna good?
I would say it's so entry level that anyone can get into it. It just
Yeah.
it makes sense.
It's fine where it is. Next one up, you guys are familiar with this if you follow the podcast. Code Geass 13.
To be honest, I'm surprised it touched
It
the
should be
list.
top 10. It should be top 10.
No, yeah, for
Code
sure.
Geass. Wait, you've never seen Code Geass,
Yeah,
right?
you never seen Go
No, but I heard
I didn't-
it should touch the list. It should be top
No,
10.
I don't think. No, I'm sorry, I didn't say it
No,
should
he said
touch
he's
this. I'm
surprised.
surprised because like I don't
Yeah.
know too. I mean, I know a lot of people love Lelouch
It's
and
been
Code
around for
Geass,
like 30 years, dude.
but like I don't. Me personally, how old do
It's
you think?
90s,
Okay,
wasn't it?
No,
No.
it's 2007. Same time
Oh.
Death Note came out.
Never mind.
I'm not too
I thought it
familiar.
was 90s.
All I'm trying to say is I'm not too familiar with the Code Geass fandom, so I don't know like
Yeah.
how popular it is like among a lot of people. I know a lot of people love Lelouch, but I love the ending, but I don't know how big it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think just going off of what their bottom half is, you should know these people aren't like normies. They had Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Titans all at the back end.
True.
And they just put Demon Slayer up here too. So like, we're not even in the top 10 yet. And they've gotten so many of the big popular ones out.
But Code Geass top 10 anime of all time.
It's not top 10.
Oh,
it's
wait,
13.
13? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm fine with
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
it should be
fine
top 10. I'm not fine with it. I think it should be higher.
You need me try?
Yeah, 13 is low.
13? I guess
Code
it's
Geass
kind
is
of.
I mean,
really good.
considering that people
Okay,
say
it's,
no,
it's
no.
pretty low, but
Yeah.
I do have some
Yeah,
issues.
yeah.
with
I was
Code
gonna
Geass.
think about. Yeah, there are some things like why is the cat episode there? The random Pizza Hut sponsorships
They
that they
wanted
had to
it
throw
to be
in.
a slice of life so bad for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, stop.
That's not what you are. Yes, it is.
It is what?
We can do it.
No, stop that.
I mean, but think about it though. When people are regarded as like the number one undisputed best ending all time, like
Yeah,
you
the
kinda have to
ending
give
is
some merit
phenomenal.
to
So
it.
it is.
You got to give some merit to it.
I guess, yeah.
Number 12, an anime I haven't seen, Samurai Champloo.
I haven't seen that either now.
I haven't
But-
seen it, but I've heard things about it. I don't think it should be that high.
I mean,
I think
the
it's
way,
just maybe nostalgic. I know a lot of people do love
Yeah.
it.
yeah, the way people
so-
talk about it, you always have Samurai Champloo. You have people like Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I have nothing to say about Samurai Champloo because I haven't seen it. So
It just feels high. It's like a gut feeling. Like that feels high.
11, another anime I haven't seen, Baccano. Well, again, I've heard good things
Baccano.
about it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't even know what the premise of Baccano is. At least I know Samurai Champloo is the guy
I know the
that's
name.
Samurai.
I know
Yeah.
the
Baccano
name.
sounds so familiar. I don't know why.
I remember because Trash Chase, because Connor loves Baccano. That's how I know.
Oh, yeah,
it.
it's on my
Yeah.
list. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it on my list. I might watch it whenever.
Yeah. Number 10, Fooly Cooly, which I have
I
seen.
don't know what that is.
Top 10 is crazy though. It's only 6 episodes. So I don't even know. I don't even know.
They ate.
They did it though. Like it's good, but it's not top 10. I don't know how that like.
Above Death and above AOT, above Dragon
Like I'm
Ball, above
saying.
I'm
Naruto.
still so mad at AOT.
AOT is just the thing that I keep coming back to. Like you sit there, watch 6 episodes of Fooly Cooly, like better than all 4 seasons of Attack
Not
on
even
Titan.
better, vastly better.
Like 8 spots better. All right, now that we're up to the top 10, what do you well, actually, I would wait to get to 5, and then we'll talk about what we
5,
think would be
and
top 5.
I
Yeah.
don't know about top 5. I know for sure what I think they're gonna put number 1.
I think so.
I don't know if I can decide what they're gonna do for top 5, but I think I know with like probably about 85% certainty what their number 1's gonna be.
What are you gonna say? What will be?
Well, no, I want to get to top 5 first. I want to get to top 5
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do 5.
because they might throw a curveball. My number 1 might be number 6 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Not
Number
my
9. Not mad at this. I'm actually happy it got its. I say props. It's pretty well known. Yu Yu Hakusho, number 9.
Yep. Yeah.
I agree. Yu Yu Hakusho is a really good show. I don't know if I'm the only one who's seen it. I don't know if anyone else has seen
I
it.
haven't seen it yet.
I've seen a little bit with my dad.
I've seen some clips, and I'm like, fuck, this looks really good.
I really love Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm one of the people who actually kind of likes Yu Yu Hakusho a little bit more than Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
Like, they're both Togashi works, but I think Hunter x Hunter has its peaks that are higher than Yu Yu Hakusho. But I think as totality, Yu Yu Hakusho is just consistently better.
Yeah, I've seen. I popcorn watched it because when I watched it, I was young with my dad, and he's a big fan of it. I never sat down and fully watched it, but from what I've seen, it's really good.
Yeah.
I seen like debates like if it did get remade, it'd be pretty popular.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter.
And that's a big thing people want to happen. Like, why are you guys gonna remake Hunter x Hunter?
Not
But
you.
it's both his works. And
Yeah,
I think they
people-
might, because Kenshin's getting a rework. So
Yeah.
I think it's becoming a theme. I think it will eventually get one.
Because I've seen things like people say like not even like old heads or whatever, like people who are like our age, they're saying that if Yu Yu Hakusho had the same treatment as Hunter x Hunter, it would have been not way bigger, but bigger.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah,
it would
for
be
sure.
huge. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know if it would be bigger than Hunter x Hunter was, but like it'll be up there.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause
it'll definitely, more people would know about Yu Yu
Yeah.
Hakusho, and they would love it.
Yeah, I saw one clip on TikTok. It was like Yusuke. Yusuke is his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Yusuke.
Yeah, he like died and he was a ghost and he went to like his funeral.
Yeah, it's episode 1.
Is that episode 1?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just saw it on TikTok. I know it was episode 1. But dude, I was like getting emotional. I was like, God damn. Like,
Oh my
and
God.
then again, it was a TikTok edit and there was like sad music playing and shit. But it was still like, fuck, man. Like, this is sad. And I kind of wanted to watch it, but I was like, no, it's on the list.
When you get to it, it's good. I like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
I actually think the anime is better than the manga, which is apparently not a hot take. A lot of people agree with it, because people don't really like the Yu Yu Hakusho manga. The manga is not done very well. It's one of Togashi's earlier works. He did like
Makes sense.
in the 80s, maybe I think 88 or something like that. But like he wasn't doing his best work then. And I think later into Hunter x Hunter, he got a little bit better, which is why like the later arcs, I think like Kamea and arc is better. But like the anime just does a way better job, because I read the manga like while I was watching the anime. I was like, yeah, the anime is just better.
Well, don't people also like the Hunter x Hunter anime over the manga as well?
2011, yeah. But that's just
Yeah.
because Hunter x Hunter's like manga artwork is like bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's bad.
So maybe
I
you
don't
just
know.
I don't like it either.
Maybe
good,
Togashi
good
just
story, just bad.
he's like
drawer.
one.
Yeah,
I
he's like
don't-
one.
I don't
Beautiful story. Just
He doesn't have a
terrible.
Yusuke
Yeah, he doesn't have a
to help.
Yusuke,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't like the way he.
He has a
draws
Yusuke,
faces.
but not the Yusuke.
His faces are weird.
Yeah.
The only thing that's worse is like the way Oda draws faces. Like I love seeing things like Oda, like when he draws like other characters from different series.
Yeah, and it's always atrocious.
It's just like the body proportions, everything is perfect, but then that face. It's not
Yeah.
like they have like the ditto face. You're like,
Me,
it's like Luffy.
why
just
you
copy
like
paste.
me and Natalie were talking about it because we were watching One Piece yesterday, and we're like, yeah, either Oda's like, you either get a cool power or you look cool. No in between. You either look ugly or you get cool
Hey,
ability.
Sanji.
Law.
Yeah, we need someone such a like, yeah, Law.
Law is like the
Sanji.
perfect.
Yeah.
He's the
Gold
guy who, if it was like the compare and contrast bubble, he's in the middle.
Yeah,
I mean, Robin looks good, has a cool power.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not impossible, but like more than not.
Let's
you're-
just say if you're not a main character, you're either gonna be attractive or like you're gonna look good or like cool power.
yeah.
All right, number 8, we got Evangelion, which I kind of got the vibe when I saw Devilman Crybaby. I was like, all right, Ava's gonna be up here. It's
Yeah.
like a similar vein.
Yeah.
See, I thought that would be top 5.
I
Five or
did
four.
I did think so too. I was like, I think they're gonna, because a lot of people have Ava really high for them.
Yeah.
It's either like Ava's one of those animes that like either you rate it really highly or you don't care
don't.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Number 7, the boy himself, Hunter x Hunter. We were just talking about.
Number 7. See,
Yeah.
7. Hunter x Hunter. I would have put it higher, but I thought they would have put it higher on the list.
I agree. I think yeah, I agree with what you said. Like Hunter x Hunter is perfect there for like me, but I think I thought they would be
they'd
top
be like
5.
3.
Because
Yeah.
once we got into the discussion, I was like, oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter is definitely up there.
Well,
like everyone knows Hunter x Hunter.
That's why, like I said, let's get to top 5 first, because like before I make a top 5, because I'm like they're gonna they might throw a
Curveball.
curveball.
Like that.
Some-
Yeah, like
I'm
I,
I'm
surprised
still
with
fairly
that.
confident my number 1 though.
I definitely thought Hunter x Hunter would have been top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
I think
figured like
it's
3 or
fine there
4.
though.
Number 6, I'm proud of this pick here. Mob Psycho, number 6.
Let's go.
That's a solid
yeah.
I love me
I love
some
it.
Psycho.
The anime is so good. It's so good. I didn't like the animation at first, and then I rewatched it. And I was like, this is so good. Because like it's really good at times, but then like I remember when I was watching Mob Psycho. I think I went from One Punch Man to Mob Psycho, and there's kind of like it's kind of like different.
Well, it's just art styles. The animation isn't really.
It's different. It's different art styles.
Like,
yeah,
it's mainly the art styles.
Yeah, it's different art styles. But then like when I rewatch Mob Psycho, I'm like, this is just beautiful. This is just actually beautiful.
Yeah.
I love this.
I love every second of it.
Yeah.
So I'm proud that my boy made it.
It actually made me nauseous the first time I watched it. Like the first couple episodes, because there's a lot of movement.
Yeah.
It's almost like a camera. Like they move not just the like mob, but the scene and everything. Like everything moves at once.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets a little nauseating for me at first, but then like when I watched more of it, it got better.
Yeah. I have one other boy that I hope makes the list, and there's one like, oh, this is Ozzy gonna make the list, but I have like one more running course. Like, please make the list.
All right, so now we're in the top 5. You guys want to give your predictions here?
Not for top 5, but I can get my top 1.
Top 3.
I can get my top 1.
I think it's obvious that Full Metal Alchemist is gonna be somewhere in this range.
I'm saying
for sure.
It's gonna
Full
be
Metal Alchemist Brotherhood number 1.
Number one.
Right. I'm hoping that Steins Gate is on this list. I'm really hoping. I really like Steins Gate. I think it deserves to be on this list.
Yeah.
Trying to think of another anime that I think should be up here.
One Piece ain't touching it, that's for sure.
I think it'd be funny if Pokemon is on this list. I don't think it should be, but
Pokemon number 1.
Because they're doing 25 anime of all time. Like, okay, Pokemon is this? I don't know.
Hey, Digimon.
Digimon's not touching that at all. I think top 1,000.
I like Digimon. I like Digimon.
Top 1,000?
Yeah, nigga. That's 1,000.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe that.
I don't. I don't. What's gonna be up here?
Doraemon. What's that one show that's like the longest anime all time? It's like The Family.
Oh, come on!
I don't know the name of it. It's like something.
I don't know. Is Detective Conan on this list? Like,
no. Ghost Stories version number 2.
Golden Boy. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the other popular animes we just haven't mentioned yet.
Is that just like popular though? It has to be like their version of good.
I'm trying to think of like popular animes that everyone loves that just is on the list.
The problem is that they've already been stated, so it's.
That's what I'm trying to think. Like, is there
Chainsaw Man number 4.
Like Attack on Titan and was it like Hunter x Hunter not being top 5 was like kind of threw me off.
That would have been like top 5. Like, oh yeah.
Do you think ReZero might make it?
If it is, I'm. I hope it doesn't. I'm not a hater of ReZero, but it's not touching top 5 of animes all the time.
Yeah, and I wouldn't think that AOT be number 17, so here we are.
I don't know. I want to see the top 5, and if the top 5 is good, I'm like, all right, sure, you did it, buddy.
No, I wouldn't say. They've already. This is an L list already.
A list.
This is a list. A list.
I don't think there's been a single romance anime yet. They're not vibing with slice. Aside from Orange Host Club, they're not vibing with slice of lives. And Mob Psycho, I guess.
What slice of life could you put on this list?
But it's also
Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket, Kaguya-sama.
I was like, what do you think should be added?
What else is? I don't know. Those are like the two that come to mind. They're like good slice of life.
Because a lot of the slice of lives that I like, I've read the manga.
Like Domestic Girlfriend.
Yeah,
but we know the anime is bad.
Yeah, the anime is bad.
Yeah,
Grand Blue I liked.
True.
Like,
Grand Blue is really good.
The anime is okay.
Anime is alright. It's mainly a manga.
It's a manga thing.
Alright, let's get into the top 5 here. Number 5 did surprise me a bit here. It's Hajime no Ippo at number 5.
That makes sense. It has a long running.
I don't know Jose ain't here, but if he was,
he'd be shooting.
He'd be shooting. For sure. He's like, let's go. I told you, Deven. I'm like, shut up, bro.
I told you.
It's top 5, bro. Top 5. I mean, Naruto ain't top 5, so I guess he has it on you.
Yeah, he does have it on me.
Number 4, I'm happy this guy made the list. He's one of my representatives. He would have been a lot higher if I was making this list, but I didn't see the anime. Number 4 is Monster. I think Monster should be higher, but I don't know how the anime adaptation is.
I always do things about the manga. I forget there is an anime.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now. They just got the rights back to it again.
Oh, then I might watch it because I hear so many good things about the manga. I'm like, is the anime just as good? Who knows?
I've heard it is. Apparently. The anime is still rated pretty highly. Like it's up there.
I never hear anything about it though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I was just
because it's so old. It's like it's a '90s anime. It's one of those things that, like, if it came out now, I'm sure more people would know about it. But it's old anime. Back when people weren't in anime like that.
I guess
he's a classic. It's also 94 episodes or something like that. So you gotta watch on you if you're gonna watch that.
I guess.
Coming on at number 3, One Piece.
I didn't even think it was gonna make this list. What?
Come on, don't be
I
surprised.
mean, I'm happy.
No, let's not be surprised.
No. I am surprised because it's about the anime, and the anime is kind of trash. The pacing
See,
shit.
that's the thing is
but-
because I knew One Piece was in the top 3, and then way back when you guys were talking about the pacing of Dragon Ball, I was like, I don't think they care about pacing, and that's why I just said that.
Yeah, because
Like,
I mean,
and-
half a chapter this
Yeah.
last week.
Yes, but like we talked about, people are still watching One Piece anime to this day. I'm
Yeah.
watching One Piece anime.
People
Like,
don't
what are we
care.
doing? What are we doing?
That's exactly the same thing I was telling you with Dragon Ball. It's like people do not care about the pacing nearly as much as you think they do.
One Piece has,
If you like it, you like it.
yeah, and One Piece
they don't care.
has like its dig down people's throats. So come on,
Yeah,
like, what are we doing?
like,
What are
and
we
I'm the resident One Piece simp, and I'm like, I didn't think it was gonna make top 3. I didn't think it would make the list, honestly.
I
I knew it was gonna make the list.
To be honest, I forgot about
No,
One Piece.
once we got past 20 and it wasn't there, I'm like, okay, it's not making the list. Like, it's not there.
Yeah, but when people talk about like top,
Why you
anime,
know everyone loves One Piece
Yeah.
as the most in the big 3.
Yeah,
Why would you
we're-
be surprised?
I don't know, man.
Everyone on
I just
Twitter
didn't-
always One
because I guess
Piece.
because I was so focused on like pacing and stuff like that. It's just like in my mind, I'm like,
You're going by
it
your
doesn't make
rationale.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my rationale of it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy it's number 3, right? But like when I even said, because I said Full Metal Alchemist is number 1, but I know something else I want to be there, but it's not going to be there. It was One Piece.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's not going to be there. But hey, I'm pleasantly, hey, paint my face pink and call me the flamingo. I don't know.
Nigga, what?
I don't know. I just
Bend me over and call me Sarah. But I'm not surprised One Piece is on this list. To be honest, I kind of forgot about One Piece, so. But it being top 5 doesn't surprise
Yeah,
me
it doesn't
whatsoever.
either.
Yeah, for
I
me, it's
kind of
like-
I knew it was gonna be in there.
like One Piece and Alamo. Never forget.
Alamo?
Yeah. Yeah, because you never forget.
No, forget.
Alright.
Okay, yeah.
And then
num-
9/11.
Number 2 was Cowboy Bebop.
Really?
Doesn't surprise
Yeah,
me either.
doesn't surprise me either. Everyone loves Cowboy Bebop. It's
I
one
don't
of
even
those-
love it. I just,
That mean-
number 2.
Everyone says like the best dub ever.
That means number 1
Like,
is Full
Full
Metal
Metal
Alchemist.
90s anime,
Yeah.
the go.
That means my boy's not up there, and I'm so sad about it.
Who was your boy?
Cope.
Steins Gate?
Oh, Steins Gate.
Cope.
And number 1 was Full Metal
Alchemist,
Alchemist.
yeah.
So I'm surprised about it.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not too upset Full Metal Alchemist made top 3.
True.
It being number 1,
I knew.
it's up
no,
in the air.
that was like I knew it was gonna be number 1. I just knew it.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. But I'm a huge fan of Full Metal. And to be honest, I don't. Full Metal Alchemist is the type of anime where there's not too many gripes. Like I don't see too many issues with Full Metal Alchemist. Me personally, it's like a nearly perfect anime.
Well, my
Well,
problem with
I
it
was
is
gonna
mostly
say-
just. Oh, yeah.
Well, like the same thing I was saying about Attack on Titan earlier. It's like you can't find flaws in like
Yeah.
Attack on Titan. Like I can't find flaws in Full Metal Alchemist. And the thing I think that makes Full Metal Alchemist maybe not in my opinion, but like in other people's opinion, why it could be better than Attack on Titan is it's shorter.
Yeah.
It wraps up a very good and well thought out story in a shorter time span than Attack on Titan does.
Yeah, and the pacing is amazing.
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't even feel like it's a 64 episode show, but it doesn't,
doesn't
feel,
even
like
feel
it.
like it.
It
Yeah.
feels like you went through so much in that time. Like I've had to watch Full Metal Alchemist like 4 times, and I still forget things because there's so much going on in that show.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best adaptations you get, and the manga was already goated anyways. The people love the manga, so
Yeah, well, yeah. I always told people like Full Metal Alchemist isn't my favorite anime, but it's an anime where I can always say like, yeah, it's the type of anime where like someone asks me what's one of the best anime, Full Metal Alchemist will be something that I always like regard. Like, it's one of the best. It's not my favorite, but it's up there as like one of the best. If that makes sense. And
yeah. That's exactly how I feel about Attack on Titan. Where I'm like, yeah, you can't go wrong with Attack on Titan. I don't have it like it's not my favorite, but like I'm not gonna sit here and make an argument for it being bad because it's not.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
simply
not.
not. It's objectively not a bad show.
True.
Yeah, I was saying my only qualm with Full Metal Alchemist is just most of the community. That's like the only qualm. I
Yeah,
have.
that's everyone's.
That's everyone's.
Yeah, like,
It's 'cause,
like
like-
I wouldn't be mad. Like, let's say, like, example, my anime list. If Full Metal Alchemist is number 1 and it stayed number 1, but it was genuinely number 1, then I'd be fine with it. But the fact that they're known to go downvote everything that beats Full Metal Alchemist
Yeah,
is
because
what
they're
kind of
salty.
pisses. They're salty. It's like
so dumb.
it's like
It's because their show is over and that's all they
well,
have going for
well, they
them.
have to understand like things fluctuate. Just because it's not number 1 for like a week doesn't mean it won't eventually go back to number 1. You just gotta let things be, but they can't let things be. So that's
No.
like why I hate the community so much.
Yeah, it can be so dumb because like the thing is, like I hate talking about Full Metal Alchemist because I do have it such a high regard. Just the fan base is just so toxic.
They're
and,
so toxic.
like I get it, your anime is good. I know we all know it's good. No one's arguing
Yeah.
that Full Metal Alchemist isn't good.
But they, in their mind, it's like it's just not first.
If it's
or
not
last.
number 1, then it's not the
Yeah.
best. I'm like,
Yeah.
The thing is, Attack on Titan's been not Attack on Titan. Full Metal has been past like nearly 20 times, like 10 times. I remember in my lifetime it being passed like 5 to 7 times. So I can only imagine. Well, I say in my lifetime. Like I mean, in the past 5 years, yeah. Like in the past 5 years, I remember getting passed like 6 to 7 times. Yeah. So I can only imagine just how many times it's been passed since it like came out.
I think notable things I have passed is things like what Spy Family,
Spy Family, Gintama,
Kaguya, Fruits Basket, probably. Attack on Titan.
What's the other one? Interspecies Reviewer.
Interspecies, of course. Classic. How can you forget him?
My one dub.
Bleach right now is still ahead of it.
I didn't know it was passed.
That's why I think it's funny, like when you're on TikTok or Twitter or whatever, and someone posts like, "Hey, someone finally beat Full Metal Alchemist." Everyone's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Why would you say? Why are you telling them?
Why are you telling them, dog?
That's the only thing they live for.
You're telling them for like 20 likes. What are you doing? You're getting nothing from this.
I'm actually surprised that I didn't hear about Bleach surpassing it. So I'm like, oh, good job.
Because Bleach fans are smart.
I'm like, good job, Bleach community. I didn't know about this.
I mean, because what are we doing right now?
Because I'm in the Bleach community. Because I love Bleach too. I know Tyler loves Bleach too. But like, I'm in the Bleach community. I remember we were talking about this like in the subreddit, and we're like, so we all know what past Full Metal is, right? We don't talk about it, right? We're like, yes, we don't talk about it.
So good job, Bleach.
Yeah, Bleach fans are actually smart. They're not like, let's all brag that we're number one, because they know Full Metal fans are like, oh, you're bragging? All right, bet.
Like Spy Family, I think was only ahead by like,
and they bragged.
It was like 5 minutes. They instantly like someone was refreshing the page. Yes. It was like, we won.
Frame one.
Yeah. As soon as it passed, they were like, yo, we're the best, we're the GOAT. Spy Family on top, and I was like, you guys are gonna lose.
Oh wait, Spy Family. It was kind of ass. Like 1 out of 10.
Which anime wasn't the one that Garnt tweeted out?
Kaguya-sama? Yeah. Because they were quiet too. And then Garnt came in with his like 5 million followers and was like, hey, look. I was like, why? What you speak about it? Yeah. Luckily, he hasn't said anything about Bleach. So.
True.
Yeah. Like, I feel like people would. If they just stop. If they would just stop, it would be so simple. Like, they don't stress about it, dude. Go get some bitches. How about that? Like, go get some grass.
Something else.
Go get Grandmaster.
Watch another show,
Overwatch.
bro.
Yeah, like that.
Stop rewatching Full Metal.
Go watch Better Call Saul. How about that? You know,
maybe take a break from anime. I think anime might have ruined.
Maybe you need to log off.
I don't think they watch other anime. They just like watch Full Metal on repeat.
They're like, I actually watched it.
On repeat.
Yeah, the Full Metal fans, yeah, I agree. Like, I love Full Metal, but I just don't want to be associated with their fan base.
Yeah,
so annoying.
And talk about like another like pretty easy entry level show too. That's another easy
for
one.
sure, yeah,
because it's so good. But then again, like that, I've always had a problem with starting someone on something that's good, really good, because then it sets their expectations really high.
Exactly.
Like
that's why I'll never start anyone off on Full Metal.
Yeah, I'd never do it. Like I feel like the highest you can go would probably be like Death Note.
Yeah, because I think Death Note is still really good.
It's really good, but the stuff that's better.
Yeah, you can go higher.
Goading. Like it's not like it's not like you can't get better than Death Note.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's just also hits like both demographics. It's like a little slice of life, a little like thriller. It hits everything. Man.
There's like horror kind of. It's like the who did it.
Yeah, it makes you think a little
mystery. Bit. A lot of people love mystery.
True crime.
It just hits a good niche that a lot of people will enjoy, which is why I think it is one of the most popular anime of all time.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that being said, if you guys had anything you thought should have been in their top 25, let us know. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. We had fun here.
Real quick, like we said earlier, just to reiterate, just make sure you comment what you for the tournament, like who you picked, why you picked them, everything else. Who you think's gonna win going forward? Who do you think should have won? Spider-Man Tyler versus Gambit Eduardo. There's gonna be a straw poll on the last episode. So,
yeah, on episode 69.
Yeah, so you go back and do that if it's not already over. And
I mean, it'll be over by the time you guys see this episode. It'll be
only
over.
1 week.
Yeah, because then they'll see the poll here for round 2. So.
I got you.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys saw it. I'm gonna try and put a message like right at the beginning of the episode, so it's like the first. It's like frame 1, the first thing you see.
Yeah, that's smart.
So, yeah. Just let us know. Anime is your choice. Obviously, explain your picks. I forgot we talked about in this episode so long ago, but yeah, like explain your picks as well.
Also, the artists too. The music, the singers. That's what.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, we went through a lot of lists today.
Yeah, a lot of
stuff going on today.
Yeah, a lot of
stuff going on today.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next week then.